Welcome back. We're ready to go. Syracuse Farmington. There's the Pure Production truck. We love those guys. They're doing all our production on the high school sports this year, and they are great. There are a lot of fun things we can do because that truck can get her done. It's got everything in it. Anyway, welcome in our entire broadcast team with us now. Frank Dolce down there where it's nice and cool. Tony, I watched you pregame. You made a lap around this pretty much the entire school, so I know you've got it dialed in. And let's go down to Tony now right now for a strongvw.com sideline report. Tony.
Yeah, and no sight of Larry the Cable Guy, just in case you happen to be wondering. Well, I didn't know he was going to make an appearance on this show here tonight. But both coaching staffs had the same message to their team. Mental toughness is what this test is going to be here tonight. Both teams came away with losses in different varieties, but they have to be able to have a short memory, and they have to be able to move on with confidence and belief that they can correct what went wrong a week ago. And that's where you need leadership. And as you talked about, Frank, a new quarterback there for Syracuse and Trevor Drake, that's where they needed a guy like Trayvon Peoples, who was huge all week long to make sure he knew his quarterback understood. You can trust me. Pass protection, I'm going to be where you need to be. You need to trust the offensive line. One of the worries they have, Frank, is that because of his athleticism, if he happens to see one thing not completely right, the eyes go down, and he relies on running.
There you go. We are set to go, and our kickoff brought to you, of course, by Amsco Windows, making your home a masterpiece. Look at that beautiful window. Since 1949, and we are underway. Syracuse will have the football first, and a good return all the way up to the 40-yard line is where the Titans will take over. Excellent return there for Trayvon Peoples. And here comes quarterback Trevor Drake.
Big moment for the sophomore, Trevor Drake, going against another sophomore in Drew Patterson. Trayvon Peoples is going to be key tonight, establishing the running game to give that quarterback a little comfort behind the line of scrimmage.
I was talking about it just a moment ago there, Frank, the concept of being able to trust what you're seeing and also trust your guys out there. When he's the kind of athlete he is, and with the inexperience, how tough can that be to make sure you stay in there and stick with what you need to do rather than taking off too quick?
Trayvon Peoples in the backfield along with Trevor Drake. Last week against Granger, 12 carries, 17 yards for Peoples. And we are underway, and Peoples will take the first carry of the game. A stiff arm, and he's got a strong VW.com first down on the first play. They might have backed it up. The far official gave him the first. The near official is actually 2 yards back, so it will not be a first down.
Excellent way to start the game. A little hold there at the end of the line of scrimmage. No flag comes out, so no foul. And that's a good gain on first down to give this offense a little confidence.
Cam Gunn was a starting quarterback last week, the senior. They're going to give Drake a look this week. Drake keeps it. That almost looked like a little bit of a busted play. I don't know, you might know better, Frank. As we take a look at our players to watch.
There he is, the running back, Trayvon Peoples. Not much productivity a week ago. We expect him to do much better tonight. Wide receiver in Sierra. And Bennett Carlson.
Yeah, you know, I threw him in there because
I was going to question you about that.
Yeah, well, first of all, your son's a kicker.
So watch.
Yeah, but he was perfect last week. I figured, you know what, we don't give enough to them, right?
No, I don't know that that's true.
Drake. Pass a little low and incomplete.
Well, Tony, that's exactly what you were talking about. A little bit of happy feet in the backfield for the quarterback, Drake. He had his man wide open. He just didn't get his feet set to throw the ball out there. A little anxious.
Well, there's so much going on for him here tonight. One of the key things, just relax and perfect those fundamentals. You can't forget something like that. But yeah, a battle of 15-year-old quarterbacks here tonight. A very different situation.
Yeah, how about that?
Drake in his first start, but for a situation like Drew Patterson, you know, Coach Coates told me he was actually contending for starters reps last year. So very different kind of situation that each of them are into.
Oh, my word, look at this. We just got a penalty. That's going to give Syracuse a first down.
That's a first down. You know, Tony, when I was 15 years old and playing quarterback in high school. I had the luxury of turning around and handing the ball off to number 27, Carnell Lake.
Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy had 958 yards rushing in the first 4 games of the season before he dislocated his elbow and was out the rest of the year.
Then you had to go to work.
And then was number 37
and then
in the NFL,
we
right?
didn't. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so 1st and 10. That's a strong VW first down, courtesy of a penalty. And Peoples takes the inside out and gets about 4. Players to watch on the defense now for the Phoenix.
Yeah, and there's one of them right there. Wyatt Geilman, number 90. Jake Butters, a nose tackle. He had a tough assignment last week at Corner Canyon. And then, of course, the linebacker, brother of the quarterback, Peyton Patterson. Good little defensive unit there for Phoenix.
Oh boy.
And just when you start talking about those guys, that's another good one, by the way. 55 Jones. He plays both ways, offensive line and defensive line.
This might go against
Farmington. Offside on the defense.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
Oh my word. So
down.
They picked up 10 yards on Farmington's penalties. There's Daniel Coates.
If you thought Coach was going to put on a golf shirt or something, you were mistaken.
Nope.
I love it, by the way.
Nothing wrong with that. He's been around too. Northridge, BYU, NFL. Little jet sweep coming your way. Chandler Christensen. And Christensen ran a long ways for that.
Hayden Anderson brings it down.
Yeah, great job, Hayden Anderson, on that play. They didn't have many yards they needed to get to pick up the first down.
You know, he ran 50 yards to gain 1.
Saw Mike Knight there, the head coach of Syracuse.
Farmington just strung him out. Sorry, Dave.
This is 3rd and like inches. Oh, and now it's going to be 4th and 2.
Mishandled the snap. That's another thing that you get sometimes. Quarterback first start, sometimes on a 3rd and short, trying to get that separation. Oh, and look at that. It looked like they were going to quarterback sneak. He started sneaking before he had control of the football, and that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think Knight's going to keep the offense out there, considering where he is. They only need 2 yards. 4th and 2. Pitch, Peoples. Oh, what a tackle in the open field. He may have rolled in close to the first down, but he's going to be a yard shy. And the defense has held, and Farmington will take over, and some high fives there for Cody Caputo, the defensive coordinator, a defense that only has 1 starter back from last year.
That's just a terrific play on the edge, getting to the outside, shaking off a tackle, keeping your outside shoulder open, forcing the play back inside and making a tackle. And here's a kid I really like, number 28, Boston Reinhold.
Patterson fires. There might have been a little footsteps heard on that one. He was going to get laid out.
There were some footsteps coming. You just have to be able to hang on to that football and take a little contact. That's something that Drew Patterson needed. He didn't have a lot of yardage through the air, didn't have a lot of success through the air last week. He had an excellent chance to get a completion right there, and ball was just dropped.
You mentioned Reinhold. He's in the backfield. He did have 8 carries last week in that Corner Canyon game, and will fake here. Patterson will keep it. He's hit at the 45-yard line. This is going to bring up a 3rd and about 4.5. Players to watch now for the offense.
There's the running back. I really like Reinhold. I thought when they started to establish the run with Reinhold 28, and they really started moving as an offense, and of course the other running back, Cannon Toon, Mitch Nielsen, the wide receiver, a couple of nice catches a week ago.
Patterson, plenty of time, going deep, wide open. It just can't find the target. I mean, that might have been 6 for Mitch Nielsen if he could have dropped it in there. And instead it's 4th down, and Daniel Coates will bring out the punt team.
Well, they got the coverage that they wanted, and they ran Nielsen down the seam, putting a little bit of pressure on the safety. You had to make a decision. The safety went inside. The play was there. Ball just a little overthrown.
Jake Metcalf back at the 20-yard line. Been a lot of Metcalfs at Syracuse over the years. That one bounces out of bounds, and we are scoreless here at American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival.
The University of Utah is one of America's leading research universities. For us, making the world a better place is in our DNA. It's in her DNA to find ways to help with opioid addiction. It's in his to unlock new cancer treatments. It's in hers to find ways for the world to live more sustainably. It's in us to develop and provide the best patient care. The University of Utah. Research is in our DNA.
Buy any strong Volkswagen and we'll match 1 month of your salary. Cash on the spot. Up to $5,000. Double your salary. Or 662. 6 months, no car payments. 6 years, no interest. And your maintenance, no charge. For 2 years. 662. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. Double your salary. 662. At Strong Volkswagen. Get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Friday Night Rivals, keys to the game, presented by American First Credit Union, proud to support high school athletics. Stop by a local branch to discover how our team can help you get across your financial goal lines. What do you got, Frank?
Well, young quarterback starting for the Titans, Trevor Drake. You need to do whatever you can to get him comfortable. I think that has a lot to do with the running game, establish the running game. On the other side, same thing for Farmington, although I don't think the quarterback is the big issue. When Farmington ran the ball effectively last week against Corner Canyon, that's when the offense started to hum.
Syracuse was at home against Granger as Peoples takes the ball. Oh boy, that was perfectly timed as the pressure was on. And they lost that game late in the game by 4 at home. So that's a bitter taste in their mouth. They would sorely love to get a victory tonight. And another situation, of course, for Farmington. We're going to hear from Daniel Coates coming up here in a few minutes on what they learned at that Corner Canyon game, even though Corner Canyon pretty much handles almost everyone they play.
Kidding. That's a quarterback at Corner Canyon, too, that's working on a different level right now.
Peoples already has 4 carries, 29 yards. This play will be halted.
And neutral zone on the edge rush, maybe?
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. Number 94. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
First down.
Well, that's 3 of them here so far.
That's, 15 yards of offense.
And 2 of them now that have resulted in first downs.
Both teams looking for their first win on the season, as Dave mentioned earlier.
And Syracuse really frustrated about what happened last week.
Yeah, that was tough to have that lead at home, Tony, and then you lose it by 4 late in the game. And Drake firing downfield, and this one's going to go over everyone. Which is probably good for Syracuse because that was all about Farmington on the cover.
That was well covered on that play. Noah Evans, senior cornerback, stride for stride with the best wide receiver from Syracuse, Colin Sierra.
We talked about the difficulty of that loss for Syracuse. You know, they talk about the rule of 6, right? If you get 6 combined sacks and turnovers, you probably win the game. If you block the punt, you probably win the game. Well, they got the rule of 6, had a block punt, and 2 scoop and scores. And lost.
And still lost. Give to Christensen. Christensen goes around that right side, and he is close, maybe 3 yards shy of the first down.
You know, you mentioned that. We'll take a look at the replay here as he bounces to the outside, gets a nice block up front, breaks a tackle, gets almost to the first down. Last week, though, that lack of offensive productivity for Syracuse really did them in. They had, all of their scores seemed to come from the defensive side.
Yeah, like Tony said, when you have that many scores in place for your defensive special teams and you don't win, it's unusual. Hit at the line, Trevor Drake. That line just stood him up. It's going to leave him a yard.
It was. That was Jake Butters, number 54. He is a tank. Watch him bust through the line of scrimmage right here, and he'll make that play. Drag the player down. Takes the quarterback Drake down. This will force the punt by Syracuse.
Farmington didn't even have anyone back. And this could be good if they can get to it. Oh,
Nope.
you know, he got to the ball, but his body was in the end zone. That doesn't work. All right, stalemate continues at Farmington on American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com now.
And I think the good thing that we got from is the kids tried to stick to what we do. And they fought the entire time and really hunkered down to try to do what we teach them. So that's a big plus. And then also just knowing that if you can survive games like that, it's not exactly a downhill easy cakewalk the rest of the way, but we've definitely been tested.
Oh, very good words from Daniel Coates after that Corner Canyon game. Corner Canyon will just do that to you. 49-20 was the final. By the way, Frank and Tony, Corner Canyon's up on Harriman in the first quarter, 21-0. I mean, that team just keeps going. Back to live action here in Farmington, trying to get something going with that ground attack, and very close to a first down. I think it's going to be about a yard shy.
Well, you heard what Daniel Coates is saying, and his message has been the same. Don't let anything else keep us from being who we are and doing what we do. That message came from Bronco Mendenhall. That's something he learned from him as a player and has tried to carry that over as a coach. Bronco Mendenhall, if you look at what happened with Virginia, going to the Orange Bowl is special. Winning your division is special. But if you look at the process, it was really simple. They just beat the teams that were in their weight class, didn't hurt themselves, didn't even have a defensive player all-conference, as we got a penalty here.
And by the way, they love him in Virginia.
And they should.
I love him.
Because what it was perfecting the simple. That's what Virginia did. They had one offensive all-conference player first team, it was an all-purpose player, and then had one offensive all-conference second team in a historic year.
Yeah.
They had 2 NFL draft picks. But what they did was beat the teams in their weight class, perfected what they were in control of, and it gave them the chance to do it. They had 4 games without a takeaway.
It's a little bit like Timpview. We talked about Andy Stokes scheduling American Fork, Lone Peak, and Bingham in 3 of his first 4 games. And like he says, I coached to win in November, not in August. And he'll worry about, as you put it, the teams in his own weight class, but in the meantime, he will be tested.
Agents Allison and Carlos Garcia help you in an expert way.
Let's take a look at our Diamond Rental Eye in the Sky. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a contractor with your own equipment, count on Diamond Rental for all your service and repair needs. Now, Lemon's not here to identify exactly what model that is, but I'm sure it has a series of numbers that make no sense. And that's Zane up top, I believe.
Yeah, hey, Zane. Well, when a limit does it, it's always an A-game something.
Yeah. And this one is he told
his
me
license plate.
It's the
A-game
28-24-536Z edition.
Niner.
And this one,
did you have a Niner?
This one was at Wrigley Field when Gale Sayers had 6 touchdowns.
Of course it was at Wrigley Field.
Gale Sayers, also known as
Gale Sayers is known as one of the greatest running backs in the Kansas Comet.
The Kansas Comet.
I love messing with you lately. Yeah, the Kansas Comet, baby.
The Kansas Comet.
That guy, 18 inches of daylight. That's all he needed.
First down for Farmington. Excuse me, it's second down, and they only need a yard. And, that almost a mishandled mesh point. I think it was. They're going to lose a yard. I'm not sure if Patterson did not want to let that ball go.
No, it was one of those.
Reinhold wanted it.
A zone read, and I think that we'll take a look at the replays here to see if he just hadn't have the ball settled. He should have given it. Look at the defensive lineman is standing right there in the quarterback's running lane. Just a misread there by the quarterback. Patterson should have handed that one away.
3rd and 2 is what they'll have left. Scoreless here at Farmington. Both teams lost in their opening games in completely different ways, of course. Reinhold skips ahead, still up. He's going to be short, though. He's going to be about a yard shy.
Is he going to take a chance this early in this field position? Reinhold coming back to the... Well, they did quick kick last week.
And I'd consider that here. You're going against a quarterback that's very inexperienced. Let your defense make him work without a short field.
Well, remember, Frank, you're right, because Patterson is one of the punters. David Warner kicked the last one, but they use him quite a bit. So he's kind of lined up in that position. They'll give it a look.
Power formation.
Oh, they're going to go for it. Reinhold lowers the head, and he's got a strongvw.com first down.
Well, Reinhold, if you watch him warm up, you watch him down on the sideline, he's well built.
By the way, that, guys, is the first down of the entire game. The others all came by way of penalties.
Yeah.
That's the first one that was earned by either team.
That's a nice job by Reinhold. He missed his block a little bit, but he just stuck his nose in there to get the first down.
Patterson stands in that pocket, complete to, of course, Reinhold, who lowers the shoulder, gets very close to, and in fact does have another strong VW.com first down.
That's something we didn't see out of Patterson a week ago versus Quarter Canyon. The ability to stand there in the pocket a little bit, see some pressure, and then deliver the ball to his receiver coming across the middle of the field. Nice play there for the quarterback.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. How much of that patience was the difference between Corner Canyon and how much of that is just him evolving as a QB?
Probably a little of both.
Patterson going deep again, looking for Kenyon Brown, and he's got him inside the 35, the 25-yard line. What a catch by Kenyon Brown, the junior. He only had one catch last week. He got a big one now.
Watch this move by Brown. He totally puts the cornerback in the popcorn machine. Look at him. He's wide open. The ball's slightly underthrown. Brown comes back to get it. That's a terrific play by the wide receiver, hauling that in. And those are the things that didn't happen for the Phoenix last week either.
34 yards on the pickup. Patterson wants more. Patterson out in the flat. That is complete. And that's going to be into the University of Utah Red Zone. The Red Zone brought to you by the University of Utah. Imagine you attending one of the top research universities in the country.
That's the big tight end, Jude Cantrell, wide receiver on the left side there. Big target.
Oh, yeah. And you want to talk about one of the best in the state academically? 4.0 student. 32 on the ACT.
11 yards on that pickup. Now they're going to try to slice to the end zone. Good yardage on first down.
And this is something that exists with Farmington High School. They have a GPA as a team that averages at about 3.8. They take serious pride in that. Coach Coates said, man, there's nothing like not having to worry about that, you know, because guys just want to be
because there's so many other things, that he's got to worry about. It's great to have that off your plate. Patterson rolling. Looks like he wants to keep it, and he's hit at the 5.
So that's the run pass option. He had Elkins, number 5, standing on the sideline waiting to receive the ball on the short side. So you run out of room pretty quickly. I think Patterson probably could have pitched that out to his wide receiver, maybe had a little bit of luck, but...
And on the other side, Braxton Stark has done a great job with outside leverage a number of times. And has done a nice job just doing his 1 out of 11 each and every play.
Reinhold back in there in the backfield. By the way, they're 0 for 2 on third downs. They can get a first down at the 4. And they'll try to get it on the ground, and they're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Phoenix.
Well, let's take a look right here. Nice running play off the left. Just reads the defensive end, cuts it back inside, and he goes untouched.
Caden Reynolds. We didn't see him last week. And he's got a touchdown already. Point after on the way. 10 plays, 80 yards, 5-yard touchdown run. And let's take another look at the drive-in audio sound. Touchdown, friends. Don't let friends rock stock. Check out drive-in audio sound. It's hot out there, but these guys are feeling it. Here goes Caden. You saw Justin Keat, the right tackle. He didn't have to block anyway.
He just ran.
He ran into the end zone.
Should have given it to him.
Yeah. Follow me in, my friend.
Well, that's a nice drive right there,
yep.
Dave.
No doubt.
We didn't see that until late in the game, and we said during that game against Corner Canyon, don't judge Farmington based on this performance, because Corner Canyon is a buzzsaw. I mean, they're going to go through a lot of people, and Farmington just showed a really nice, well-balanced offense driving down for that score.
Well, think about this too, Frank. 3 for 3, 55 yards. That was Patterson on that drive, 55 yards. He only had 51 the entire game at Corner Canyon, so you're right.
The one thing I did judge from that performance, though, was the fact that they never let go of the rope, the fact that they played with emotion, they continued to try to do what it takes to execute that game plan. They're punching above their weight, well above their weight. And for most teams playing against Corner Canyon, it's going to feel that way.
Another Emsco Windows kickoff for you. And, oh, what a hop. You might want to let that one go. Good move, Peoples.
He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it.
One thing I know about football, you don't want to field the ball looking the opposite way.
No. It's interesting. This Gavin Jensen, Farmington's kicker, is a lefty. I was watching him kick during the warm-ups, and he was just blasting everything. I mean, it was going through the end zone, and it was kicking out. And then all of a sudden you get out here, and things are a little off. You can't quite get the same stroke going that he had in the pregame.
Yeah.
It's just like my golf game. On the driving range, I'm a hero.
And by the way, Jim Marshall totally disagrees. He thinks the other way is not so bad.
A little ground game to get things going. By the way, update from Corner Canyon Harriman, now 28-0 Corner Canyon, still in the first quarter. That game will be over by 9 if this keeps up.
Yeah. Harriman didn't have much of an offense role in the week.
Yeah, Dustin Pierce done a great job over the years. But he's in a little bit of a rebuilding mode. We know that. We had that. That was a good game though against Davis that we opened the world with that
entire universe of football.
Yep. No, ball on the ground.
Miscommunication, little flag, a lot of movement.
Offside.
Yeah, a lot of movement up there.
Well, this is really going to bail them out here, Dave.
No kidding. That was trouble. That is 4 offsides. It's 20 yards on offsides have benefited Syracuse.
So it should go to what, 2nd and 5?
Yeah, and they were looking at a 3rd and 11. Drake around that right corner.
Straight quarterback draw to Drake.
Well, one thing you can say about both teams' quarterbacks, when you're starting a sophomore, you can't wait to see what the team looks like when he's a senior. You don't get a lot of that in high school football. We saw one last night, of course, and Maddox Madsen, who's been a 3-year starter, and he's just a junior.
How about that? Look at the penalty discrepancy right there.
Wow. Man, last night, the flags. Frank, you obviously weren't there, but, oh, here we go. I shouldn't have said that. Tony, what they had the last 2 minutes of that game, and was, not really in jeopardy. And there was another 8 or 9 flags.
This is not a bad strategy by Syracuse.
Well, you take the 5
that's
when you
another
can get
first
them.
down.
Yeah, there you go.
And maybe it's on a play chart. You get like 2nd or 3rd down or any down in distance below 5 yards. And you got the OS call. Get them offsides.
The OS.
Yeah, you call it, you clap, they jump, you move.
They better call a play here. This is 4, 3,
that's gonna
2,
do it.
1.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, well, there you go. Farmington has a first quarter lead. How about that? Had a rough one last week at Corner Canyon, but they came out with a little more confidence today, and right now the Phoenix have risen to a first quarter lead on America First Credit Union's Friday night rival.
Buy any strong Volkswagen and we'll match 1 month of your salary, cash, on the spot, up to $5,000. Double your salary, or 662. 6 months, no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. Double your salary. 662. At Strong Volkswagen. Get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Nothing whispers elegant as loudly as black. Introducing the sophisticated, elegantly black window by Amsco. This beautiful window with its clean modern lines exists to satisfy those with impeccable taste. Amsco black windows are customizable capstock windows with a finish so good they come with a lifetime warranty. You asked for it. We listened. Amsco black windows are available everywhere. Now making your home a masterpiece is easier than ever with Amsco black windows.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
Hey, R.C. Willey would like to recognize a standout member of the Farmington community. Here to receive the R.C. Willey Extra Mile Award is Marcy Hayes. She's dedicated countless hours of time to help support Farmington High's marching bands, an amazing example of hard work and dedication to the marching band, rivaled only by her devotion to the students. Thank you, Marcy Hayes, for going the extra mile, and thank you, R.C. Willey. Your home, your way.
I think that marching band is a state champion, right? The marching band.
Yeah, they are amazing.
No place like first place.
What is it Andy Stokes told us yesterday? I'd rather be 4th than runner-up. I'm not sure where he was going with that big hit. Whoa. But that's what his theory is.
Boy,
that was a big hit.
Keegan Brown teeing off inside there.
Well, he's making every hit count. You can hear it down here. He's playing with some serious force.
Second down after a hard-earned 1. Drake fires a little outside, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long.
Drake still struggling a little bit to get his feet set and throw that ball. Drops back. He's trying to get rid of it quickly. Sense of urgency, but you still have to have the mechanics to get the ball on target.
Big 3rd down here. Drake in trouble. Flag comes down in the middle of all this, and he gets rid of it.
Wisely. He was being tracked down.
Let's see what this flag is about.
By the other big defensive end, Wyatt Guile.
The coaches also want intentional grounding on this. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're out of the pocket. There must be a receiver in the area. And I'm here at field level, so I couldn't quite see that far side.
It's like a holding call here. We're going to talk to Coach Coates. take a look off the right-hand side here. Yeah, he did.
That's a Siegfried and Jensen. You make the call. What do you think, Frank?
Is that intentional grounding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to go
You're going to
with
sustain?
That is intentional grounding. Absolutely. There wasn't anyone except someone standing on the sidelines. I'm not even sure that guy was a receiver.
And that's why the staff over here for Farmington is saying, no, you have to call both here.
Yeah.
Daniel Coates was going over the holding situation, but many other members of the coaching staff were saying you have to call both of them.
Penalty is declined.
Then you have the loss of yardage and a fourth down.
Young quarterback. He didn't bail early on that play. I mean, he was getting pressure. So I, give him some credit, Drake, but he did get pressure right up the gut. Tried to get out of there. And then just, that's kind of a sophomore rookie mistake that didn't get called this time on the grounding.
Jackson Anderson is the returner.
Farmington should get the ball back in pretty good field position. Oh, nearly blocked.
High punt. Takes a Syracuse bounce. And Anderson fields it at the 30. How about that? Gets a few more yards. Does Gutsy. Up to the 38.
Cannon Toon almost got to that one, Frank.
He was very close. Number 24 coming off of the right side of the defensive line of scrimmage. In fact, had he used proper technique and laid his hand out on the tip of the football rather than kind of jumping across the punter, he probably would have had that block.
All right, young Patterson takes his turn. And always good if you can get a little bonus running game. How about that defensive line, though?
That's a good defensive effort right there. And by the way, Tony and Dave, this is not a very stout linebacking group. I mean, we're talking everybody's well under 200 pounds.
Kind of like the three of us.
Across the three. We are the opposite side of that 200-pound mark.
I used to be there until I put on a COVID-19, and then,
Oh, man.
Yeah, but this linebacker, I mean, these guys are gritty.
Little.
They're tiny, but they are gritty, evidenced on that last tackle.
2nd and 8. Patterson out in the flat, and that was a forward pass. You don't have to worry about that.
But you mentioned these linebackers, and the size. Boy, they have Jordan Fifi, who comes in, and this is a guy where, Lemma Harrington always talks about this. You want that one linebacker on your team who's just a little nuts, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, just absolutely, that's him. He had 15 tackles, 13 of them solo last week, including a sack and the 54-yard fumble return for TD. He's a region champ for wrestling, and the coaches have said, hey, as he goes, we go. But they love what he brings in terms of leadership and toughness to that group.
Big third down here.
Patterson downfield. That's close to being intercepted, but it falls harmless.
Excellent coverage by Stark.
He's had a good game so far.
He has. He's played well, but I want you to watch something here. I'm not so sure this shouldn't have been offensive pass interference. He grabbed a little bit tugged a little bit of the back of the jersey there as they were going up fighting for the ball. Stark's able to knock it away. And so that's a wasted series to me, Tony. Good field position for Farmington, and they just didn't get anything going offensively.
Yeah, especially after that last drive where they seemed to find rhythm and they seemed to be in sync. And then this one here, they weren't able to find that again.
Now remember, they line up. You assume, oh, they're going to go for it. No, but the quarterback, Patterson, is also the punter.
And here's the payoff.
We saw a lot of this last week.
If it bounces and rolls for you, then it benefits you. But in this situation, obviously, it goes out of bounds. 7-0, our score here with 10:01 left to play in the second quarter on Friday Night Rivals, KMYU.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
R.C. Willey, now open in Layton. Come join our grand opening celebration. R.C. Willey, your home, your way.
Welcome back. Our upcoming schedule brought to you by McGee's Awards and Engravings. In these challenging times, it's time to recognize, show them it matters. We have one game next week, Orem at Skyridge. Last check, by the way, Orem leading Skyridge. I think it's only 3-0 in that game. Low score.
Wait, no, it's East. Orem East.
Oh, I'm sorry. Orem right now playing East. We have Orem Skyridge next week, but Orem is leading East 3-0. Breaks Sun and kicks for East. And Skyridge is leading Bingham 7-0. Interesting. We have Timpview at Bingham in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Bingham didn't get to play last week.
That's right. And they're on ESPN next week against Corner Canyon. Dave Peck back as head coach. Coached there for 15 years. Won a couple of state titles.
Well, I think Syracuse is doing the right thing, trying to establish the running game, but Farmington is just being really stingy at the defensive front. I mean, they're stringing everything to the sideline. They're getting good leverage on the outside. And Syracuse just doesn't have much of a gap to sneak through at the line of scrimmage.
And they're trying again. Just keep that running game going. Couple of yards there.
Well, and you feel like they're going to need some chunk plays throughout the course of the night to help their quarterback, too. And just in the early going with the battle up front and some of the other things that have taken place with that defensive front getting pressure so well that Farmington is, it's hard to envision it at this point. So curious to see what they come up with to try and find a solution.
That time, Geilman and Butters in on the tackle, the two big defensive linemen.
Big third down here. Ball on the ground. Drake picks it up, and he just had no chance. And they are fired up on the defensive side. Jackson Anderson came up from that safety position.
Yeah. Strong safety blitz. I like that. Watch Daniel Coates dial up the strong safety. He was coming in on the blitz anyway, unblocked. The ball on the ground. That just easy pickings for number 8.
And now Jackson trots back to the 42-yard line to receive the punt. Oh, another one nearly blocked.
And that's a good punt.
That fair catch was called for. And good thing he was kind of everywhere.
We just showed a shot there of Trevor Drake on the sideline with what I assume was the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. And Drake just had that look in his eye, Dave, that was kind of like, what the heck is happening here? I mean, it's, a little bit overwhelming. He's going to need to settle in. We can see him right there as he looks out across the field. It looks like he just doesn't have that kind of eye of the tiger, the confidence that he needs at the moment, and he's not having much success up front.
Well, the OC, of course, Braden Hamlin, his little brother was the quarterback last year. Remember, we did that game at Weber. Syracuse made an incredible comeback late in that game to win it.
Yeah, that's a nice little run there on first down by Reinhold. He took a couple of shots, held onto the ball, and finds his way back to the huddle. But that's exactly what I think Farmington needs to establish the run game, and then you loosen up Patterson, who's had a nice game throwing the ball so far.
Hey, America First, Utah's #1 credit union, proud to support high school athletics and promote quality education throughout the state. Visit americafirst.com to learn more. Second down. They need the 50-yard line. Keeper Patterson around that right side, and he stretches ahead for a strongvw.com first down.
Flagged on the play. We'll see what happens here.
Might be coming back.
Yeah, looks like it's right in that area where they like to call a holding penalty. And you saw a different kind of run out of the quarterback that time. A little bit more burst, a little bit more confidence out of Patterson as he got around the right side. Yep.
Holding on Farmington.
Take a look of the replay right here. And oh, there it is. That's one of those where you can look at it and you think, oh, did he really have to throw the flag on that one? I mean, come on. You could literally throw a flag for holding on every single play.
Second. Patterson rolling downfield, just barely misses, just a little high. Boy, you said got him, Frank, and he was wide open. I mean, Nielsen, there was no one within 10 yards of him.
I had a perfect view of that, a little corner pattern by Nielsen, the left, the rollout to the left, and you see what happened there. The problem on that is that Patterson never got his hips and his shoulders turned around toward the receiver, heading back downfield as he threw the ball, going to his left. That's difficult for a right-handed quarterback, and the ball sailed on him.
Well, the one thing it seems like he's doing tonight, though, is making the right selections on who and where to throw the ball.
Exactly. Now, and you know what? As he gets older, Tony, he'll be more on target.
Sure.
3rd and long. A little inside pet. Boy, that was almost misread as well as he tried to hit Kenyon Brown.
So once again, there's the pass, but the ball's not quite where it needs to be, so now he has to go down to the ground to get it, and you have no chance to pick up the yard.
On the inside screen, you can't float the ball. And Kenyon Brown just went down to catch it to save his life because the defense was converging on him. On the inside screen like that to the wide receiver, that ball has to be a tight spiral, quick, low trajectory, get it to him fast.
So he can get upfield.
So he can get upfield.
All right, kick on the way from Daniel Warner. They don't use Patterson if they're in an obvious deep punting situation. And that one bounces out of bounds. It's going to be decent field position for Syracuse. When we come back, we're not going to go. We're going to stay right here.
And we're back.
That was a quick break.
That was a quick break. Hey, you know, I think that the way that Patterson punched the ball on that quick kick,
I almost like that better.
Yeah, it might be a better option there. Keep the defense on their toes. And there is a flag on the play. We can see it sitting there about the 35-40 yard line. And
they'll back
Syracuse walking the wrong way.
The official, by the way, Kelly Dyer, he's diligently turning the mic on and off, but if you'd have seen it about half an hour ago, it was in about 8 pieces.
Oh, did he throw it? Was he angry?
I think he just stuffed the ball in his pocket. But
so Tony,
they won't morph into one piece.
Well, it's hot enough they might melt together.
Tony,
can there be a block? Can there be a block in the back on the return when there was no return?
Yes.
Ball went out of bounds?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that seems like a little crazy.
Oh, here it is.
Wait, hey,
see there?
Look at this.
What do I do with this? Oh dear.
Okay, little screen outside.
Yeah, how about that? Anyway, that's why the ref's mic isn't working. Good yardage, though, on first down. And Chandler Christensen, boy, he's got a first down and more. That's their first earned first down of the game, by the way, guys.
Alex Marin, great block to help set that up.
I love that play. You swing the wide receiver right wide. You make somebody cover him man-to-man. And Christensen just took advantage. And that's a nice throw by Drake, getting it to his wide receiver where he could do something with it.
19 yards on that pickup. Up to the 46-yard line, which is about where they were on that non-return punt return. Peoples scrambling around that left side, get maybe a yard.
That Farmington defense is really making it difficult on the Titan run game.
Well, and right there, their center, Coy Kelly, has to come off the field with losing the helmet. Coy with a conversation there with the official, trying to tell him that there was hands to the face, and that's why it ended up happening.
2nd and 9. Drake gets himself out of trouble. He's got room. He's got a first down and a couple more. Good run from the sophomore Trevor Drake.
Well, that was a designed pass play. Looking off to his left-hand side was Drake, but a breakdown up front. We'll just watch it. Watch as all these jerseys in black start. Well, you better get out of here, and he did. Look at that. Cuts it back inside, picks up about 5 more yards. That's a nice play by Drake.
Yeah, and if you're defensively on the Farmington side, you have to remember this is the way you can't let him beat you. You need to make sure that you force him to throw the football. He's a terrific athlete and can move.
12 yards on a pickup, and then they back it up.
And if you give him too much room there, Frank, and he can just simply do it with his feet, it starts to simplify what he does mentally.
Well, that's his comfort, for sure, using his athleticism. And they want him to be a little bit more agile as a quarterback, sitting back in the pocket, throwing the ball. But it's hard, you know, instincts take over, and he is an athletic kid. I'll tell you what, Trayvon Peoples, they're just not allowing him to get.
No, it's like, let's not let this guy go off. Drake, open right in the middle. What a catch! Looked like it was close to an interception, and instead, it's a touchdown. Colin Sierra.
Well, how about that, Dave?
Off the deflection, I was nervous for Syracuse, thinking that might go the other way.
We'll take a look here. Watch this. The ball thrown on a quick slant, tipped. Perfect play at the line of scrimmage. 2 people from Farmington converging on the pass, but only one ends up with it. Colin Sierra, the one-handed stab, and he'll take it.
46 yards on the touchdown that, as Tony mentioned, we all thought it might have been going the other way. Point after to tie it up. And that kick is good. And another look at the drive-in audio sound. Touchdown. Friends don't let friends rock stock. Check it out. Oh, hey, I got the ball? Absolutely. 5 plays, 73 yards, and a 46-yard score to tie it up.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com now.
Oh, beautiful night. A little smoky. I understand this is smoke for the fires in Southern California working its way up. I went golfing this morning, and I mean, just smoke in the air right now. These guys are on fire after that drive. What a catch. As we look at that replay, guys, it looked like he one-handed it.
Oh,
and he's describing it right there.
He did. He stabbed it with one hand.
Yeah.
And look at that hairdo. I mean, that's something that belongs on a magazine cover. Hey, sunshine.
Hey, by the way, I need to tell you something. I want you to shop the clearance outlets inside R.C. Willey for closeouts, one-of-a-kinds, discontinued items, quality new furniture. But, guys, remember this. Clearance deals change daily.
Yes, they do, and R.C. Willey's the place to go.
Yes, it is.
No, but this is, look, anytime you're going to have a situation like this, new quarterback, there's some uncertainty. This is a team anyway just trying to kind of find their footing. Somewhere along the lines, Frank, you're going to need some help from your friends. And right there, that catch by Sierra, and to be able to finish that with a touchdown, they're hoping that can settle this team in. This defense has played really well the last 2 defensive possessions.
Well, Farmington did everything right on that pass play. Knocked it up in the air, defenders in the area. They just didn't get to the ball.
Now Farmington has had 2 straight 3-and-outs. See if they can get something going here. They'll begin with the old bread and butter play. Reinhold.
Reinhold. That's a great name for a fullback, for a running back. Reinhold off the right side.
Tony, if you look in that north end zone, it says Phoenix. You could be awfully confused as to where you are. I can't even imagine what it would sound like. One of our old buddies as Patterson runs away from trouble and fires downfield. And how about that? Beautiful catch by Cantrell, and he's all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Cantrell set up a picnic lunch. He was so wide open, waiting for this football. Take a look if we can see him. Here's the rollout to the left. Patterson trying to get away from trouble. Gets those shoulders downfield this time. And look who's wide open, 88.
51
Cantrell.
yards on the pickup. My goodness.
Dave, you might have been able to complete that pass.
Doubt I could have caught it. Patterson, quick pass over the middle. And they're into the University of Utah red zone, and they have another first down.
Oh, what a call there by Coates. The quick pass to one of his best receivers, Mitch Nielsen. Take a look. Lined up on the inside in the slot. Well, maybe we'll get a look at it another
14
time.
yards there.
It was a terrific play there in the red zone.
First down from the 12. Patterson outside, little high and outside for Elkins.
Hey, that ball ended up under our table over here. Should have made a play on it. Look at this, lined up in the slot, quick pass, and that's a nice job by Nielsen, climbing the ladder, hauling it in. Now we'll see if the Phoenix can convert.
Second down. Patterson 6 of 12, 50%, 119 yards in this game, doubling his output from a week ago. Patterson, plenty of time, then it breaks down, and off he goes. And Patterson going for the right corner, and he's got a touchdown.
That's good patience by the quarterback. We'll take a look right here. He wants to throw the ball downfield, holds it, nothing, a little space, and then he tucks it, and he turns into a running back. And he's pretty darn good with the football in his hand. Dives in the right side.
Point after is good. 5 plays, 80 yards, 11-yard touchdown run. And how about that little scramble, Frank?
Oh, that was nice. Look at this. I want to throw it. There's nothing there. Oh, I'm going to run it. And he can smell pay dirt. How about that? Drew Patterson using his feet to get it done.
Hey, Utah High School Activity Association looking for high school officials. Get paid while you keep the game safe and fair. Visit highschoolofficials.com and sign up today.
I thought about doing that.
Oh, you'd be great.
But I just want to throw people out of the game. I want to find any excuse I can to throw somebody out of the game.
So wait a second. So a coach says,
"You're out of here.
You got to watch the hold on the left side." You're like,
and I say, "Hey, coach,
that's it.
I got a hold for you. You're out of here."
So you have no leniency at all.
There's none.
Way to go.
I rule with an iron fist.
Dave and I knew an umpire that was very similar to
Tony Parks would last about half a quarter on the sideline before he gets tossed.
Like, hey, Frank, I got a question, man, real quick. Whoa!
All right, the Phoenix go back up on top.
Returnable.
2.5 to play here in this first quarter. A good return would certainly help out the Syracuse cause.
Hey, Dave and Tony, how about a special shout out to one of our very favorite coaches of all time? That is the great Gary Anderson.
Is he here?
Tuning in this evening. Just wanted to drop me a line to say hello to everybody.
Oh,
enjoying
awesome.
the game.
Coach Gary Anderson, of course.
He's one of the best.
Well, you look over there, the other sideline. Head coach there of the Syracuse Titans was a guy that was recruited by Gary Anderson and then stayed down. It was actually all the way down there in southern Utah, Dixie. And then when he was down there, he stayed down there, got his teaching certificate just in case, and then was looking for coaching jobs. There was nothing in southern Utah at all.
Oh, that pass batted down.
Desert Hills wasn't around, right? Like, you had a situation where there just wasn't much for him to choose from. Well, Russ Jones, head coach of Syracuse,
that's right,
gives him a call and says, well, we're 0-10, but I think we're going to be really good. You want to come coach with me?
I think we have a chance.
Well, he was right. They ended up being very good.
Well, that batted pass, Dave, didn't end up quite as well
as
the previous.
That's right. I think you can only go to that well once a game.
That was a gutsy call.
Quick
Here we go.
Ball
That's
outside.
Nice,
set up that screen. Knocked out of bounds.
And then on top of that, one of the players on that team was Mitch Tulane, who's now the defense coordinator for Syracuse.
That's right.
And Mitch Tulane, by the way, he was one of the first players for like the Little League football program at West Point, not the Army, but like up north in the state of Utah. They were 0-7, then won the mini bowl later on. He was on the first Syracuse team. They were 0-9 and then went to the semifinals. And then he was a part of the last bad years of Weber State before going to the playoffs every year.
The last bad years.
Another
pass
batted down. Keegan Brown.
The dreaded bad years.
Well, but you think about that. So Mitch Tulane has made it very clear to all of his guys, hey, look, we don't have to wait till next year to be good. There's a lot we can be doing to continue to not just get better, but to take strides towards being a good football team and being a good defense. And I think mentally he's exactly what they need. Of course, he was coached by Jay Hill, and he said almost everything he does is patterned after Jay Hill.
Farmington's going to get the ball back with about 2 minutes to go. By the way,
oh my gosh, and that
would have worked.
Colin Sierra, the best receiver on the Syracuse sideline, who snatched the ball with one hand.
Check it out.
He was just turning and ready to go.
Oh, and he had yards.
He just took his eyes off the ball, and that was the perfect play call, the perfect setup, everything to the perfect guy. Oh, man, I feel terrible for Colin Sierra.
Well, and here's the byproduct. Minute 54 to go, and Farmington's got the ball at the 43
after a scoring drive.
Patterson's going to keep this. He's keeping all the way, and he gets out of bounds wisely. Update out at Harriman. Corner Canyon now leading 42-0. Still 9 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Well, second quarter?
Yes, second quarter. Well, I mean, they should just play a half.
Right. That brings up my favorite thing in high school football, Dave.
You know what's coming up next. I know what you're talking about. The Tony Park Show.
Tony Park Show.
The special guest, Frank Dolce. We're going to have stats and highlights from the first half and also the latest news from our Channel 2 studios. The Tony Park Show will also have this week's Scholar Athlete coming up at halftime. Patterson firing down that right side and underthrown and picked off. So Syracuse ends up getting it back after they lost out on that opportunity of the fake punt. Well, and they have some time.
Do we have a replay of that? I'd like to see how that ball came off of Patterson's hand.
Not good.
It just floated up there like we call that a wounded duck. It looked like maybe it slipped, but watch this thing. No, that thing is not, that's not a spiral. That's not an end over end. That was not getting to the receiver.
Well, Braxton
looked like it just slipped.
And did a great job in coverage. He's done a great job all night long.
Absolutely.
Great judgment. Sometimes when they say defensive backs, if they could catch, they'd be receivers. well, the bigger thing there is a lot of times defensive backs struggle adjusting to the flight of the ball and judging the flight of the ball. And that was not the case there.
Nice play call right there. Trying to get Trayvon People some yardage, and they go to the fly sweep to stretch it out a little bit, and that worked out really well. About 7 yards on the game. Watch him just come across the line of scrimmage, not lined up in the backfield. And now he can use his speed and his vision, gets upfield, takes a hit. Good yardage on first down.
Clock continues to roll. 1:10. Drake screen pass outside. They've got some room. Morris got it. And Morris, not a ton of yardage there. They got to get going now as we hit a minute to go in the half, and they are going at pace. Did get the first down.
Yeah, clock will now wind again, so it starts.
Drake just does get rid of it going deep. This is going to go over everyone. The positive is the clock will stop eventually. I don't know why the clock on your screen ran an extra 6 seconds, but it's at 44.
It's on 44 on the
on the game clock.
On the game clock. That's one of those throws there by Drake. He almost predetermined he was going to throw that ball downfield. There was double coverage down there. He overthrew his receiver, but just didn't have another option, I guess, and decided early, I'm going to let this one go.
Second down. Oh, another flag.
There's something wrong with his mic, Dave.
Yeah. Now here's
did I show you?
Here's another small thing.
I give you another look.
Small thing to go over. Time runs off the clock on a dead ball foul. Now, if you're an official who wants to go on and officiate at the college level, fix it.
Ooh, Tony dropping the hammer.
Well, it seems, it seems so minute, but if you want to go, like a lot of officials are aspiring to go at the next level, right? Just
absolutely.
Players want to gradually move on to the next level, all of that. Those are the little things you got to fix, because I'll tell you what, when you're officiating a game that can be gambled on and has all these other parts to it, those little things are the big things. So I know it seems so minute, but for aspiring officials out there who want to go to the next level, something like that has to be shored up.
Yeah, looks like they're content to just call it a half.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes that's the wise play. There's head coach Mike Knight working his way to the half. Tony Parks will corral Daniel Coates. When you get him, Tony, ask him where he got that sweet sleeveless. I love that. But his team has played well here in this first half, leading 14-7 at the break, and seen a lot of things, as he pointed out last week, that they were able to correct. Let's get down to Tony Parks right now with Daniel Coates. Tony?
Hey, thanks, guys. Coach, the first half of action, your quarterback has had some balls that have been a touch errant, but do you still like where he's going with the ball and the decisions he's making?
Yeah, he's definitely making some good decisions. I think a little bit of jitters are still kicking in and other little things, but he's definitely seeing it how I want him to see it. We just now got to get that touch on the ball that I know he has.
We know the batted ball goes for a touchdown, but overall, are you liking what you're seeing from your defense, and any adjustments there?
Oh, yeah, definitely hungry, definitely out there flying around like we should have them. So they just got to keep pushing and keep hoping things are going to fall our way.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Best of luck.
Appreciate you.
Always good to hear from Daniel Coates, and as he said, there was no quitting their team last week, and they've carried that over into this week. We've got a good one here. These are two teams picked to win their respective regions this season, battling that out as one of them goes looking for their first victory on the year. We're only halfway through. The Tony Parks Show is coming up next on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival.
Buy any strong Volkswagen and we'll match 1 month of your salary, cash, on the spot, up to $5,000. Double your salary, or 662. 6 months, no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty, lifetime on new and pre-owned, no charge. Double your salary. 662 at Strong Volkswagen. Get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
One of the defining characteristics of a credit union is a strong sense of community. At America First, we strive to strengthen our communities in a variety of ways, such as recognizing some of the amazing young people involved in high school athletic programs. Each year, we award America First scholarships to student athletes who maintain excellent grades and who demonstrate leadership on their teams and in their classrooms. We focused on athletes because of the positive impact they can have on those around them.
It's just great to give back to the community. Volunteer like at the food bank, blood drives, homeless shelters, makes you a better person.
I want to be remembered as someone who gave back to my community.
America First Credit Union is committed to giving back to the communities we serve. I am proud to be part of an organization that has the desire to help these wonderful student athletes to achieve their goals and realize their dreams.
Not impressed with your factory audio system? Drive-In Audio Sound is your full-service one-stop shop for the best in mobile audio and video. We carry products from basic radios up to 24,000-watt amplifiers. Our audio and video installation are 100% guaranteed in almost anything that has wheels. Whatever your audio and video needs, we offer a free guaranteed estimate, so you know all costs up front.
Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Drive-In Audio Sound, where we guarantee our installs for life.
This is a 2 News halftime update.
Thanks for joining us for this special halftime edition of 2 News. We'll get you back to the game in just a few moments, but we want to talk about our top story tonight. A 6-year-old girl is recovering after being grazed by a bullet while sleeping in her bed. It happened in Kearns last night when a fight broke out next door and shots were fired. One round pierced the girl's house and actually hit her foot. Her mom was in the same bed and says if they hadn't been sleeping with their heads at the foot of the bed, the girl could have died.
Bullet across the bed and cross my blanket, my pillow, and right the right feet of my daughter.
Oh, how scary. Unified Police say they don't know who fired the gun and nobody is in custody, but authorities say there's no danger to the public. As students return to class around the state, there is a good chance that COVID-19 will spread on campus. But will parents be able to find out to what extent? State educators plan to test a new system to track infection in schools, but can't do so until after class resumes in the weeks ahead. We asked the health department spokesman Tom Hudko what details will be released and will they be on the district level, school, or grade level?
We can balance a parent's desire to have good information about what they're doing with their children and an individual student's or potentially an individual teacher's right to privacy.
Now, that balancing act will involve state working with individual school districts and local health departments. There is an ugly haze covering the Wasatch Front tonight. I'm sure you've noticed it. Wildfires across the western United States are to blame for our smoky skies. You're not alone if you're having breathing problems. Tonight on 2 News at 10, find out just how bad it is for you and your family.
And not to mention, Mallory, the whole western United States is seeing some very thick smoke blanket the whole western half. Notice some of these numbers. These are PM 2.5 concentrations. Monterey, California, 108. Same in Reno. Very thick smoke there. 57 in Salt Lake City, Boise, 45, and 28 in Las Vegas. To give you a reference point, we typically, in a strong inversion event, we see 50 to 70 in those numbers. So we're seeing some bad smoke. 103 goes to 99 in St. George. Thunder showers possible on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, thanks to leftovers from Genevieve out in the eastern Pacific. 97 on Wednesday, and another chance for some thunder showers next Thursday. We love to see those raindrops in the forecast. Salt Lake City, 100 tomorrow, smoky skies, and they could stick with us through Sunday and Monday, but we ourselves getting in on some of that moisture moving in from the Baja of California. Temperatures moderate into the mid and low 90s. We love it. Let's get you right back to the game.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
Not impressed with your factory audio system? Drive-In Audio Sound is your full-service one-stop shop for the best in mobile audio and video. We carry products from basic radios up to 24,000-watt amplifiers. Our audio and video installation are 100% guaranteed in almost anything that has wheels. Whatever your audio and video needs, we offer a free guaranteed estimate, so you know all costs up front.
Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Drive-In Audio Sound, where we guarantee our installs for life.
RC Willie is now open in Layton. During our grand opening celebration, you'll find incredible savings in all Utah stores. Take advantage of Utah's best prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. Get 2 recliners for just $4.99. This dining set is $3.99, and this Beauty Rest Queen mattress is just $7.19. Visit the store nearest you and enter to win over $55,000 in prizes during our grand opening celebration. RC Willie, your home, your way.
There's slow, and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Call Siegfried and Jensen today.
Halftime at Farmington on Friday Night Rivals right here on KMYU. Welcome on into our halftime report brought to you by America First Credit Union, where members come first. AFCU also features our Scholarship Athlete of the Game. And this week, it is Sam Rencher of Farmington High School. He's a captain on the basketball and baseball teams, a 3.61 student on top of that, and he's a volunteer coach for a special needs basketball game that they host there at Farmington. Well, first of all, Sam, congratulations to you, and describe the importance of being one of the very first leaders in your school's history.
Hi, well, thank you for having me on. Well, I think one of the biggest things and greatest parts of being a leader here is learning from all the people before me, all the leaders that I had, from the captains before me on the basketball team, the players before me on the baseball team that just taught me what it is to be a leader. And then I think it's good to be one of the very first leaders because I get to be able to help set traditions that we have at Farmington and help to hopefully keep them going in the future.
Well, and that special needs basketball game is certainly one of the better traditions in all of the state. What have you learned about yourself working with so many great kids like that?
Well, I've learned to be able to have unconditional love. Those kids, they love you no matter what. They're always happy. And I think one of the biggest things I've learned is that no matter what's going wrong in my life, what other outside problem is, that I can always choose to be happy or be kind to others, just the way those kids are.
And joining us right now is Brett Greenwell from America First Credit Union. Brett, AFCU is big on serving communities during any time of the year, but what has been featured during this time of the year with back to school?
Yeah, we've done a lot, and it's important for us to be actively and in support of those communities that we're in. So our employees actually just wrapped up support for a local school supply drive. Catholic Community Services in Northern Utah does their annual Backpack Bonanza. So we help provide backpacks and school supplies to low-income, homeless, and refugee children throughout the Ogden and Salt Lake City areas. So we just want to ensure they're ready for their first day of school. And then, like Sam said, tradition's important. So our next tradition is our annual food drive that's coming up. That involves our members where, we support various food banks and community pantries. Some of those actually inside the high schools that we're supporting through this. So it's important to help students in need and support those communities however we can.
Well, great to see America First give back to so many of those in the community. Same thing with Sam on top of that. Sam, best of luck to you in the basketball and baseball seasons coming up. And congratulations being awarded the $500 the student athletic scholarship, that is, to you going forward at the next level. It's halftime here at Farmington High School. We'll have first half highlights and get you ready for the second half of action right here on KMYU.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need, for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
I just love your new home.
Best part, my new Amsco windows. We upgraded to a new sound-reducing glass package.
That's why it's so quiet.
These Amsco windows cut out more than half of outside noises. But my Amsco windows do much more than that. They're energy efficient, and we're built strong to provide a secure environment.
So energy efficient, secure, and quiet? What more could you ask for?
How about Amsco's lifetime warranty?
I'm sold.
Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco windows.
14-7 the score here at the half. Let's take a look at our highlights brought to you by America First Credit Union with free online and mobile banking. America First is always there to help you achieve your financial goals. Go to americafirst.com today. Well, the first touchdown of the game scored by Reynolds right here going off the left side to make it 7-0 Farmington. On the other side, Trevor Drake needed some help from his friends here on a tip pass, but he got it on this play right here, Frank.
Yeah, how about that? Drake to Brown on the tip to Sierra for the one-handed grab and the touchdown. Another look right there. Good play for Farmington, turns into a better play for the Titans.
So it ties it up 7-7, but great response on the next drive.
No question about it. How about this? The patience as Patterson looks downfield, doesn't find anything, and then he tucks it and he runs and he finds pay dirt for the second score of the game for Farmington.
All right, so the Phoenix up 14-7. Taking a look, some first half stats. 174 total yards compared to Syracuse 125. Penalties have been an issue for Farmington because they've extended drives for Syracuse.
Absolutely, no question about it. I thought Farmington would be a little more productive on the ground. Only 55 yards in that first half. Syracuse came alive with their rushing game late in the first half, but certainly the penalty discrepancy is something to look at, and that turnover late in the first, probably not a meaningful turnover late in the first half of play.
All right, we'll see what the adjustments happen to be for the second half of action when we come back right here on Friday Night Rivals on KMYU.
RC Willie is now open in Layton. During our grand opening celebration, you'll find incredible savings in all Utah stores. Take advantage of Utah's best prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. This Sony 55-inch 4K TV is only $599, and this Sony soundbar is just $279. This entertainment wall is $1399, and there's much more. Visit the store nearest you and enter to win over $55,000 in prizes during our grand opening celebration. RC Willie.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com now.
They're slow,
and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Call Siegfried and Jensen today.
Friday Night Rivals on KMYU is brought to you by America First Credit Union, proud to support high school athletics and promote quality education throughout the state. Visit AmericaFirst.com to learn more. By R.C. Willey. R.C. Willey has flexible payment plans to make any purchase affordable. With an R.C. Willey payment plan, it's easy to get what you want when you want it. And by Strong Volkswagen. Go to strongvw.com.
Welcome back. Before we get to the second half, is that Tony? That's Tony.
That is Tony. He's not supposed to be there.
He walked right into our art shot.
Tony sees a camera and he just gravitates.
Oh my gosh! All right, it's time for High School Game Day, brought to you by University of Utah. Imagine you.
This year we're focusing on rising from the ashes like the phoenix and rising together.
As a student body government, our challenge was to kind of change what we're used to, but to still keep people interested and have school spirit.
We are so excited to have games like this here at our stadium because whether you're watching it from home or you're here with us, it's just super exciting to have something a little bit normalized for a while with the crazy pandemic going on. Go Farmington!
I love that. Imagine You Game Day. The students produce them all themselves. A lot of fun to see that at each game. Let's go back to Tony. He's already been on camera once, but we'll do it one more time. Brought to you by University of Utah. Imagine You, Tony.
Yes, I apologize. You all had to take a look at my feet there.
We wanted to see your shorts.
Yeah.
Just a heads up real quickly. Last night, of course, at American Fork, we saw where the game was suspended for about 4 minutes until masks were put on and distancing was taking place. Well, this game is not going to resume, that being the second half, until it happens. Both principals in touch with one another, seeing to it that they are informing each side of what needs to be done, and PA announcements are made as well. Now, Coach Knight talked to his team there at the half. One thing they want to see defensively, they feel like the plan is there, and most times they're executing. But every now and again, they're playing young. And Frank, they say when playing young, they're creating ghosts in their mind. They're suddenly creating a route that is underneath them that's actually not there. And so they're biting and moving the wrong way when they shouldn't be. And little things like that. Coach Knight, as well as Coach Tulane, said, start to trust what the plan was and just execute it. Quit overthinking it. Offensively, they talked a lot about just being more polished with execution. Decision-making, even from Trevor Drake. Hold on to the ball when you need to. Give when you're supposed to. Things like that. And also, up front, got to be more consistent.
Very nice. Good points, Tony. And, boy, would you ever think you've heard the phrase mask delay? That's what we're in. I heard mask delay, and everyone's starting to put their mask up. You know, it's no question it's been a challenging summer for all athletics, sports, and for the whole world, but for sports teams, football teams as well. This is what head coach Mike Knight of Syracuse told us about that earlier this week.
It's been challenging to navigate through this thing, for sure. And I guess I'm not the only one, obviously, but it's definitely been something that we've had to adapt to day by day, which has made it hard. We had a little shutdown that we had to deal with, so we didn't get a camp. But the kids were still engaged the best we could with them. And I think, it's really day by day.
Well, as he pointed out, everyone's dealt with it. Some have had, different shutdowns during the summer for a week or two or whatever the case may be. And so that cuts into, your preparation and that kind of thing. And then, you add that you've got 2 sophomore quarterbacks that are trying to learn as quickly as they can. And we're ready to go. Everyone put their masks on. How about that?
Boy, they leveraged that pretty well. Put on your mask or we're not kicking off. Everyone put on their mask.
Absolutely.
I heard of Musk Up once upon a time.
Musk Up.
With Dave Fox. This is the first time I've heard of Mask Up.
Mask delay. But we're ready to go. So they listened quickly. Kickoff brought to you by Amsco Windows, making your home a masterpiece. Look at that beauty.
Wow.
Since 1949. I think the principal is just leaving the field now. Went by
Gave the Syracuse kicker Bennett Carlson a little pat on the back. And we're ready to go. Do you think he walked by and said, hey, don't shank it, kid?
Yeah, he probably break a leg. Don't shank it.
Somebody standing in line at the restroom or concessions is texting a friend saying, hey, keep your mask off.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah, I want to just hold it up. Hold up the plane. Just keep your mask off.
Yeah,
for
put
a
up a bit of a fight. I mean, don't get us kicked out, but, you know.
And we are underway in the second half. Absolutely. Farmington with a 14-7 lead. And they get up to the 22-yard line, which is where the Phoenix offense will take over.
DeMorris on the tackle. We saw him make a catch in the first half for Syracuse.
Some of your first half numbers, Frank.
Yeah, how about that? 6 for 13. Much better night so far. Still not quite 60% or 50% on passing. 119 yards. That one interception that was kind of meaningless at the end of the half there. But the rush TD, very nice. Cantrell, couple receptions. Reynolds, couple nice runs for the touchdown.
First play of the second half, and this time Drew keeps it. And wise decision by Patterson, who's got midfield before he's knocked out of bounds, and starts things off with a strongvw.com first down.
Boy, the way that he played that's the zone read. Watch this. Watch the patience of the quarterback. He's riding and riding and right now at the very last minute. He pulls it out. He sees a little gap, and boy, does he make the most of it as he sprints all the way across the field, out of bounds, first down, and the Phoenix are on the march. Look at that patience by the quarterback.
Well, and Kenyon Brown right there hanging on to that block. He was starting to get to that area where you start to get towards the back, and he did a great job of holding it just long enough, but not going too far on a hold or block in the back.
30-yard on the pickup, and just a little outside.
Better cover that up.
Yeah, it was forward, but you're right. You still got to get on the ball. I think that's happened twice now to Elkins. Just a little bit too far for his reach.
We saw this a week ago against Corner Canyon, and I watched this during the warm-up. Now that's a forward pass, incomplete. I watched in the warm-ups. This was a backwards pass, and I kept thinking, man, if that ball's incomplete,
they better get on.
They're going to be in trouble.
Oh, we all remember the beanbags out incident, don't we?
Beanbag is out.
Beanbag.
The infamous beanbag incident.
Oh my word!
It was a playoff game.
Yeah. Was that Olympus?
Alta.
Wasn't Alta?
Yeah.
Back to that ground attack. Here we go. Reinhold, big yardage, very close to another first down. It's going to be about yards shy, but perfect play to set up.
Nice, just off the left-hand side. I believe that was Reynolds sneaking through the line of scrimmage there off the left side. Had a nice hole. That seemed like the same play he scored the touchdown on, Dave.
You are correct.
Well, and so far in this game, you guys, it feels like for Farmington, if they can just execute, the plays are there. The receivers are open. Now it just needs to be more on time and on target, right? The good blocking up front, good decisions being made there by Patterson to keep or to give. Whereas on the other side, it feels like Syracuse has a much longer distance to go in putting all that together.
Cannon Toon this time gets the carry around. What a hit at the 35-yard line.
That is Daxton Faddis. He's a strong safety, 186-pounder, just a sophomore. And that is what we call a ball hawk right there.
Oh, he put a hit on.
He did.
Yeah. But you know what? He got the first down. So there you go. Farmington already up 14-7 at the half, trying to add to that now. Last year they went 9-2. The year before they went 2-9. Daniel Coates had this team turned around in a hurry. Patterson looking and running. I mentioned earlier Patterson. Now his brother, of course, Peyton, is a linebacker on the defensive side of the ball. And their grandpa, Don, he'd love to be out here, but in this day and age, he can't be, but he's enjoying the broadcast, watching his grandsons play.
Patterson is slow getting up. I think he hurt his right shoulder, too. Watch how he lands. Boom, right there. I think he hurt his right shoulder, his throwing shoulder. That is no bueno.
No, and Jordan Fifi has just been relentless defensively going sideline to sideline.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
I'm going fishing. The crew will take care of you. I'm still part-time. Come on down and check out these unbelievable deals. Look at the waterfalls. Look at the statues. Look at all this beautiful furniture. Furniture for every room, every color, and every style at liquidation prices. High-end, famous, brand-name furniture. And the mattresses, they're out of control. Over 400 mattresses in stock. That's it. I'm going fishing. However, the crew will be here. I'm part-time, so come on down.
Well, Drew Patterson is being looked at not really into the tent like they do in college and the NFL, but under the tent. And that shoulder, he is definitely holding it gingerly.
Yeah, the way that he fell on that.
And he was grimacing in some serious pain as they brought him over.
Yeah, he was.
To the sideline. You could tell he was in some serious pain.
Well, this is a big break for Syracuse. New quarterback for Farmington. We'll probably see a lot more of that guy.
Well, we had to go deep into the depth chart and find that Easton White, number 40, is the backup. Jacob Hensley, number 13, is listed as the backup.
Yeah, well, White went double Bernie Kosar here with the 40 at the quarterback position.
How about that? We don't know much about him, but I don't think he knew he was getting in tonight. But here he goes. Comes out there, he hit the screen. They've been trying to hit that all game.
How about that? White steps in. Now he's jogging over to get. He probably doesn't even know the full playbook. Poor guy. Just to come over to Coach Coates. Get the play from the sideline. He's going to get a workout tonight if he's going to have to be running back and forth to the sidelines. Doesn't have the wristband. He doesn't know the waggle from the side. He was given the signals about 2 plays ago.
You know, he's a freshman.
Well, that was I'll tell you what, that was a nice pass on that screen.
I mean, he was playing Little League a year ago.
He's asking the running back what the play is. Here we go.
What do I do here? Give me the ball.
Run.
Okay. Oh, dear.
Yeah. He just, you know, that's one of those things. You got to get to that mesh point, and lack of reps and practice, he just didn't get there. They ripped his undershirt, poor guy.
You guys remember last year we did that Bingham game?
Coach is laughing.
And they lost their quarterback, Troy Maine, and you remember they just direct snapped the entire game to their running backs. That's all they did, and they still won the game. They beat East.
They beat East.
All they did was run the Wildcat.
You know, and it might be a situation here that if you can at least salvage a field goal here on this drive, take a 2-possession lead, and let that defense do what it's done all game.
Oh, drop the ball. And his knee is down, so he'll have to see it. Yeah, that's the other thing is then they put him under center. It's way easier. I guarantee that's way easier to stand back there in the shotgun and take a snap. Watch the center exchange. He didn't see. That's the problem. I know this because I've done this. You have to get your hand set. Your top hand has to be set right up there where the center knows where he's snapping the ball. The hand wasn't set. There was a little bit of a gap, and then we saw the ball fall to the turf.
Offense staying on the field, play clock at 10 as they break the huddle.
Well, how about this young man, though? He's on TV, national TV, making it his debut. World Wide Web. There he goes. Oh, and down he goes.
Wow. That was kind of Fi-Fi. He just kind of laid him down on the turf.
Well, and the coaches have said, man, you just don't find a guy like Jordan Fi-Fi anywhere. They say it seems like the harder something is or the more miserable something is, the more fun he's having. They can't figure it out. They say it could be 125 degrees outside. He's acting like that's right where you want to be. And they said that kind of stuff has helped with the mental toughness and the attitude of this defense.
Well, Tony, you talked about the special teams last week. Fi-Fi had that 54-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. And Metcalf, he had one, too. It wasn't that long, but Fi-Fi was big in that game, even though they didn't win it.
Well, this could change the complexion of this football game.
Indeed. Oh, completely.
If the offensive productivity of Farmington is lacking.
Well, and lacking is one thing, but scarily dangerous in terms of even just the snap and the handoff exchanges and things like that, even the simple stuff, because if you can go direct snap to a guy that might be able to get you some yards and keep you in control of the game, that's one thing. But it seems very fragile for the Farmington offense right now as they continue to work on Patterson, and he is certainly in discomfort.
There's movement on this left side of the line. Chandler Christensen, I think, started to go a little too soon.
Well, Farmington started to pressure on the defensive side.
So now
the mic still doesn't work.
The big question here, if you're Syracuse offensively, even if you don't put together some 80-yard drive for a TD, can you flip the field?
Yeah,
and can you put that offense in a really tough spot?
Field position is critical now for Syracuse. If they can win that game, you have to think that they have the advantage.
Second down. And Drake is going to have to run with this one. He'll end up picking up 4, bringing up 3rd and 6. He's made some good decisions tonight. And he's been helped as well.
He has made some good decisions. He's getting a little pressure up front. His eyes may be dropping out a little early as he senses that pressure, and he'll run away from it. That's a pretty good gain there on second down, though. Give themselves a shot here on 3rd.
3rd and 5. They need the 41.
And Farmington stacking the line of scrimmage defensively.
Empty backfield. Drake comes out throwing. Dropped right at the first down mark.
That's Peoples. That's, boy, that's a pass that just has to be caught. I mean, it's Drake drops back, finds his guy, fires it. That is on the money. I mean, there's no excuse right there. Has to be caught by Peoples.
I wonder if we're at that point. You guys are the experts, but where Daniel Coates just, plays it very conservative as long as he holds the lead. If his defense could keep Syracuse out of the end zone, why not? Just be careful. Good punt all the way down inside the 30. Still rolling. That's a great punt inside the 25-yard line. When we come back, Farmington, their starting quarterback is on the bench, but the offense is on the field when we come back.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com now.
Well, we're back. Just tough hit for Drew Patterson. You can just see the anguish on in that shoulder. They were trying to get the shoulder pads off just a moment ago before we came out, and he was just wincing in pain. And don't know exactly what it is, but it certainly doesn't look like he's going to be back in this game tonight.
Oh, poor guy. He was playing pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's, yeah.
They're just checking out that kind of shoulder, collarbone area, and that's tough. But now an opportunity here.
Yep.
For Farmington, Coach Daniel Coates right there in that huddle with the team saying, hey, it's time to trust each other, push hard, perfect the little things, and move the chains.
The freshman, Easton, comes out firing, and it's complete at the 30-yard line. That kid's got an arm on him.
Wait, I'll tell you what. There were so many things that happened on that play that were fantastic. Watch this one-handed stab, poor snap, gets the fake, has the presence of mind to keep his eyes downfield, and he throws a dart to one of his targets for a first down. How about that?
He's not even on their depth chart. I'm just looking at it. 12-yard pickup. How about this kid? There's another one outside.
Catchable pass. Hey, that's a catchable pass. I like that. Should have been caught. Mitch Nielsen had to go low, but hey, he's not afraid. He steps back there and he fires.
Well, I like the quick throws that they're, setting them up with. Some quick, safe throws.
Safe throws, but Tony, that throw he had over the middle, it had some smoke on it.
Oh, yeah.
Rely on plenty of this as well. And
that was
a pickup of 4 yards.
Good tackle there by Faddis.
And they use a lot of backs, guys, by the way.
They do.
Toon, Reinhold, or Reynolds, they just spread it around all over the place.
Well, and such an interesting situation. You play with intelligence, you play with confidence, you don't play with any kind of fear. You're put out there for a reason, and that's to help the team go win the game.
And like you pointed out, he has to go to the sideline to get every play.
If the message is just don't screw it up, that's a bad thing to tell a kid.
Oh, dear. Oh.
And in this situation, Frank, in this situation, every little thing's got to be polished. The snap, he had a wide one earlier that he recovered with, but everything, the handoff exchange, the snap, those basics have to be handled to help this guy out.
Here's another look at that. And that was just, the snap was way outside. Not much he can do there. So what again, a 3 out, and it will be up to the Farmington defense.
Well, Farmington loses their best quick kick opportunity as well.
He did that also, you're right.
This is one where, if you're Syracuse, big special teams play could certainly help this thing out.
They changed punters.
High kick, calling for everyone to get away. And this is kind of like that Syracuse punt a little while ago that rolled all the way down inside the 25, same spot. So Syracuse will come out and take over the 24-yard line after a 46-yard kick. Hey, the Utah High School Activities Association encourages you to do rowdy right and help to create a community culture of inclusion and belonging. Visit uhsaa.org/sportsmanship and do rowdy right. 14-7 our score here, but everything's kind of shut down here in the second half as starting quarterback Drew Patterson out of the game. But the defense is hanging tough.
Yeah, we'll see if Coach Coates can milk this one out with a slim 7-point margin.
And I think that is exactly how you would describe it when you're in this situation. Now, when you get pass plays like those last two he threw before they had to punt the ball away, that's a bonus.
Absolutely. Well, certainly Coach Coates has a little confidence in his quarterback. His backup. Farmington has played stout defensively at the line of scrimmage all night.
Well, this is where the guys like Geilman, Barters, Jones, Larson, they've got to be big, just like they have been all night long.
There's Butters right there. Trevor Drake fires outside low. They will give him the catch, but it's only nope. Now they won't. So drop ball there, a little low anyway. Again, this defense hanging tough. It's 3rd and long.
Yeah, well, we talked about the field position advantage. If Farmington can hold right here, they might be able to flip the field a little bit. 3rd and 11.
Officials are talking about something over on that far side.
Little conference. Incomplete.
Okay, so that's what they were discussing.
No, they weren't talking about going to Applebee's after the game.
Nope. Well, they closed the one in Bountiful, by the way. If you knew that, you wouldn't have made that comment. They're replacing it with an Olive Garden, but I'll let that slide.
You'll let all that go, huh? Okay.
Yep. You're forgiven. 3rd and long. Trevor Drake needs to make something happen. Firing downfield, and it's picked off. And a mistake. And Tony, you just made the comment, and Kenyon Brown steps in. Or Frank, one of you talked about flipping the field, and Brown certainly did that.
We'll both take credit.
So congratulations. That was beautiful.
How about this? Well, this is one of the things you can't do. Turnover I'll kill you. He just didn't see, as he's rolling to his right, Drake just didn't see Kenyon Brown sneaking underneath the pattern.
Oh, boy.
He read it perfectly.
And now young Easton White, the freshman, forced into action with the injury to Drew Patterson. Will try to make something happen. He's going to roll out and throw a nice little safe pass in the center there to Elkins. And Elkins into the University of Utah red zone. Imagine being part of one of the leading research universities in the nation. Imagine you at the University of Utah.
Well, we talk about being fearless. Tyson Elkins is exactly that.
No kidding.
Coach Coates, he said he thinks he's 5'3", but we always talk about him being 4'9" and 4'10" and having some fun with him.
That's funny. We do the same thing with you.
They call him the jockey.
I know all about this. So.
There's the pitch. Cutting it back. Stretching it out.
Nice run. Reinhold with the stiff arm. Can you hear the Farmington sideline? Watch this.
Good.
Gets the ball out there quickly. Reinhold's just picking his spot. Little stiff arm. Almost gets to the pylon. Out of bounds. 2nd and 1. I guess they didn't give him the first down.
Well, Reinhold's still in the game, and I'm guessing he's probably going to be the
feature
focal point at this point.
The feature?
I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're going to have their freshman quarterback drop back and pass, but you never know.
You never know.
He's thrown some good balls, and it is Reinhold, and Reinhold pulls his way into the end zone.
Wow, Tony with a freshman quarterback coming off the bench. How big is that turnover and the conversion to the score?
Well, it's everything, because the defense has been very stout all night. But what they have not been able to do is have the explosive play, the game-changing play. They put him on the doorstep, and great work to execute the pass to Elkins, great run to the left side, and a nice finish to the drive as well. So it's one thing to be really solid defensively, but after that injury, you felt like this defense needed to do something spectacular to give them a chance to put more points on the board. And this 2-score lead has relieved some of the tension that was on this Farmington sideline.
Well, Dave, too early to say a star is born.
Yes. 3 plays, 24 yards, 3-yard touchdown. But you know what? He's done just fine. And if you're Daniel Coates, you've got to be very proud of that young man. And there's the coach is talking to him now.
Well, sometimes you're too naive to really know you should be nervous.
But what I like is Daniel Coates speaking to him here on the sideline. I had a chance to watch him there between some of these stoppages in play. And as Coach Coates is talking to him, he's speaking to him with confidence. They're just going over basic stuff. He's not saying, watch out for this, don't do that. No, he's just putting the confidence by saying, do this, right? If you see that, you make that decision. Just very simple coaching, but clearly in the conversation with belief in his guy to make the appropriate decision.
Well, he's completing 75% of his passes right now.
Yeah, how about that?
Pretty darn good.
Amsco Windows kickoff coming your way.
And props to the rest of that offense doing their job on that drive, too. I mean, that's a complete thing that you have to feel great about if you're Farmington. Your defense got the pressure, they got the takeaway, and then the whole offense executed well on the short field.
Good numbers tonight for Boston Reinhold. 7 carries, 31 yards, plus that touchdown. The defense stepped up. I mean, the Farmington defense has played well tonight. They stepped up in a time of need with a young quarterback and put them in prime position.
Now it's up to Trevor Drake and the Syracuse offense. 2 minutes to play, just a little over 2 here in this third quarter on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals. Quick pass to get things going. Got some room.
Good call.
First down, Chandler Christensen.
Good call right there. A nice, easy pass. After the interception, you want to get your quarterback a little bit of confidence. Little swing pass to your running back, lined up in the backfield. And that's a first down. That'll keep the chains going.
11 yards on that pickup. Back to the ground attack. Peoples scooting his way up near another first down. It'll be a 9-yard pickup.
Nice job on the left side of that line right there. They've really leaned on Eric Wilder and Eric Sorensen for some of that leadership on that group up front. And they're going to need it here if they're going to pull off some sort of comeback.
Mike Nice done a nice job with his team. He was with Russ Jones. Tony, you talked about Jones for 9 years before he took over as head coach when Russ retired as they roll to another first down.
Well, Coach Knight, so happy to be a part of that community. They're so supportive. Whether that's going to be a team that plays at Rice Eccles or not, they show up, and I know it won't be quite the same this year, but those tailgate parties they always put on, it's a great community, and they hit the ground with kind of no excuses, even in that losing season, to get things started. They wouldn't allow youth to be used as an excuse or newness. It was all about trying to get better every day with a purpose.
First down, Drake's pass is complete. Colin Sierra on the outside. He's had some bright moments and not so bright moments in this game, but big touchdown for Colin early on a great catch.
More of a sense of urgency here for the Titans on the offensive side. Good balance so far in this drive. They find themselves 2nd and 6.
Drake tipped
again. Tipped again. And I'll tell you what, the defensive back did the right thing. As soon as that ball was tipped in the air, the defensive back tackled the receiver, which is allowed on a deflected pass. You can make contact with the receiver. Let's take a look. And here's the drop back. Here's the tip ball. Tackle him. And that's what he does.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to get to that ball.
Free for all. That happens. Do what you got to do. 3rd and 6. Remember, this Farmington defense, only one returning starter, and they've held Syracuse to 0 for 8 on 3rd down conversions, and they have another interception. Another pick. Anderson all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Been a big game for Hayden Anderson.
We'll take a look at this again. Watch all the pressure off the right side and everybody dropping into coverage on the left side. The Phoenix flood the short side of the field, and Trevor Drake just threw it up for grabs. Boy, I couldn't even see a white jersey in the area as Trevor Drake let that one go. Just an unfortunate mistake for the sophomore.
Back to the ground game, and why not? Go with the guy that got you there, Reinhold. That was 34 yards on the return, by the way, of that interception. So not only a big pick, but a nice return as well. And we head to the 4th quarter. Farmington with a backup quarterback leading the way. And they're on top, 21-7 on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
The best universities in the nation discover breakthroughs through relentless research. They create new technologies, develop cures, and produce leaders. That's why the Association of American Universities, 65 of the nation's leading research universities, added the University of Utah to its ranks. What do the best universities do? They give you an education that transforms people's lives, mine included.
Buy any strong Volkswagen and we'll match 1 month of your salary. Cash on the spot. Up to $5,000. Double your salary. Or 662. 6 months, no car payments. 6 years, no interest. And your maintenance, no charge. For 2 years. 662. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. Double your salary. 662. At Strong Volkswagen. Get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
I'm starting to think you guys are a curse. My very first year, we spent a lot of time on TV, and that didn't go well. And then I got no time last year, and we freaking rocked it. And, we start off this year. No, but it's amazing for the kids. I think the kids truly eat it up, and they truly love, being able to put their stuff on the spotlight.
There you go, 2 weeks in a row for Farmington. We actually added them last week because that Bingham game against Weber that we had originally scheduled ended up getting canceled, and so we picked them up at Corner Canyon, and now they're back again. Pass to the outside from the freshman Easton White, and the ball's on the ground, and still on the ground. Syracuse says they have it. Still waiting for an official, and they do.
Elkins, I don't think he even got hit. I think he just mishandled the ball. I mean, it's a great play. Watch the pass. Right in the hands. Elkins starts to run. Oh, he did. He did get a hand on it. Didn't secure the ball very well, and it is down on the turf. And that's a big break there for Syracuse. Maybe change some of this momentum.
Yeah, it keeps them alive. I mean, a touchdown there for Farmington certainly would have given the feeling that this thing was over.
Trevor Drake throwing a couple of interceptions in this second half. They'll come out running the ball with Trayvon Peoples.
I think that's what we expected.
They're not going away from the run. I like that they're staying with that.
We expected that kind of productivity out of Peoples. He didn't get it much in the first half, and he's starting to move the ball and move the chains here early in the fourth quarter.
Oh, almost bobbled that snap. And Peoples again hit a couple of times. Get maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and short.
Perfect timing on that. Keep the defense off balance. I think you don't have the snap, and then just give it to your guy right up the gut. Tricky 3rd down right here.
Very much so. 3rd and 4. We'll go screen pass, and that one worked, and they've got the first down and more. Another strong VW.com first down as Chandler Christensen adds to his total.
Well, he is shifty.
Nifty move by Christensen. Watch him catch the ball here and immediately cut it to the inside. Boom. And then he gets away from the defender who's had a good game. That's Patterson, the linebacker, but couldn't keep up with Christensen on that one for the first down.
Just grinding it.
Boy, and Kainoa Jones really upset with himself for not finishing that play. He broke through there, and it looked like that might be a TFL. Still great work to be able to get upfield and get a few yards.
Well, you see our camera shaking there. The grandstands over here. Everyone's socially distancing, jumping up and down.
Masks on,
of course. Here's People's numbers. Gone over 50 yards now. Quick pass to the outside, and that is caught by DeMorest. And another first down. They continue to move the chains.
Short gains here. 5 yards on that pass play. We're in the 10-minute range, and that'll go for a first down. In the 10-minute range here. Syracuse down by 2 scores.
Well, that's the old, they needed 6, they got 7 on that last great awareness. Drake screen. Boy, they love that screen. Once again, Christensen on the other side. This has worked on both sides of the field in this drive.
Well, it's a great play. You swing out your receiver, you make someone cover him, and it's just kind of a foot race. Good blocking on the inside as well. The pass was completed behind the line of scrimmage and blocked downfield.
That might have been a late hit coming in there.
And they're going to say second down and short with the Titans on the march.
Oh boy. We haven't seen these since the first quarter. They piled them up, man. So, first down. And Syracuse earned a few of those thanks to the offside.
There was a mic issue.
Yeah, look at this.
What is that?
What is that? Who put this on me?
Is that his iPod?
That was our mic. I don't think we'll be using that again.
Yeah. Hope it's warranted. Oh, there we go. Nice pass play.
Drake 3 for 3 on this drive. Now 4 for 4.
Nice catch by Sierra as well.
Sir.
Able to get some yards after the catch. Starting to see now a little bit when they get out of their own way, they're capable of moving the ball.
Syracuse just methodically moving down the field on this drive.
Sometimes it takes 3 quarters to figure out you can do something on offense.
And a 14-point deficit.
Yeah,
Peoples. Right. Left side. Pick up a 3.
Inching closer to the goal line.
Well, yeah, they're thinking, man, you can cash in and get a touchdown here. Put some pressure on Farmington, and if your defense can get that stop, you know, you're right in the game.
Yeah, then you force Farmington to make a drive, not necessarily a scoring drive, but you force them to make a drive and take some time off the clock.
Keep that running game going. By the way, while this is going on, oh boy, on the sideline, take a look at this. The Farmington offense, they've been practicing. Remember I talked about this earlier, the direct snap. In case that's the route they want to go. There's the fake and the run. They practice it right there with a couple of different players. Ryan hold on that one.
Hey, you got the room.
So, you know, they're working on something.
There's Peyton Patterson right there. 33 made a nice tackle on the play. 3rd and 7. This is a big third down, probably in 4-down territory. Watch the throwback.
Throwback. Here it comes. Well,
how about that?
That was crazy, but that just needed to be a little more errant to the ball, Frank.
It was a heads-up play by 71. Now watch what he does here. He puts his hands up. He doesn't know where the ball is, but he deflected it. And because he deflected the ball, that's not pass interference. He got a hand on the ball.
Boy, that might have been a touchdown if he'd have caught that. There was no one in front of him. Instead, it's a 4th and 7, and they will keep the offense on the field. Drake going for the end zone, and it's dropped. Boy, I'll tell you what, Marin would have been in. And he's slow to get up.
Down. What in the world? Marin.
Take a look. Right over the middle and dropped. We'll be back.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help. The University of Utah is one of America's leading research universities. For us, making the world a better place is in our DNA. It's in her DNA to find ways to help with opioid addiction. It's in his to unlock new cancer treatments. It's in hers to find ways for the world to live more sustainably. It's in us to develop and provide the best patient care. The University of Utah. Research is in our DNA.
Hey, there's a look at our eye in the sky provided by Diamond Rental. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a contractor with your own equipment, count on Diamond Rental for all your services and repairs. So that's 2 days in a row for Zane up top.
Nice looking. I think Alema had that at his house a couple weeks ago to clean the windows on the 3rd story.
Yes, he did.
Of his chateau.
Zane actually slept in that overnight. He just kept him up there.
Well,
he hasn't been down in 2 days.
Drove that up I-15?
Yeah, that's right. You know, you can do that in the middle of the night. Pretty good gas money out there.
I think you can go with the carpool lane on that too, right? I think it's
absolutely.
I think it's available.
Only if it's fully extended.
Oh, right.
So you can see where you're going. All right. This offense of Farmington has had to adapt, and they've done a nice job of it. And plays like this certainly help. And when you have the stable of running backs that they do, whether it's Caden Reynolds there or Creighton Jones or Boston Reinhold, they got plenty of weapons.
The ball came out at the end of that run, but it was caused by the ground. So no fumble on the play, and that's a nice first down run. And fortunate for Farmington to keep Syracuse out of the end zone. That takes some pressure off on this drive.
And most importantly, allows Farmington to keep that clock running. They get 12 yards on that last play. Time is in their favor at this point. And White comes out throwing. Little high, but what a catch.
Well,
Cantrell's ice in his veins.
This Cantrell's 6'4". I mean, now
yeah, he knows it.
Throw it up there. Let him go up and get it.
I'm impressed with the way young Mr. White has handled himself.
Oh, no doubt.
White has come into this game. He looks like a veteran. He's dropping back to throw, and here we go with the
second down.
The running back Reinhold taking the snap.
Yeah, remember
here.
we saw them practicing this. Let's see how this works out. Syracuse showing some pressure, and there it is. They get maybe a yard.
Yeah, Syracuse did show some pressure. They blitzed off the short side of the field, but they weren't able to get to Cannon Toon, the running back. He made a nice little gain on the play. 3rd and manageable.
And you know, not a bad strategy as long as Daniel Coates wants to do this, because he's got a 21-7 lead and the clock's in his favor. So why not?
And if you pick up this first down here, take another couple minutes off the clock.
Hey, he's doing it again. Reinhold will take the direct snap. And Reinhold keeps.
Ooh,
he's got it
dangerously close.
I think he's got it. The
They're
far
give it to
official,
him.
yeah, they just moved it. Another strongvw.com first down. So the old Wildcat.
Well, and on the other side for Syracuse tonight, I don't know, Dave, Frank, they had some plays that were there. I mean, and had some big drops. A special teams drop on a fake punt that would have gone for big yards. And then the drop on the last drive that would have put them on the doorstep to make it in a one-score game. So as they talk about youth of this team and trying to grow, the one thing I know the coaches are going to be hammering away at is the self-inflicted wounds. It doesn't matter how old you are, you have to be able to stay away from hurting yourself.
White back in to take the snap on first down. The pitch. Farmington continues to run that football. Exactly what Coach Coates and this team needs to do to preserve this win with their quarterback injured.
You talk about the little things. Easton White allowed the play clock to run down to 3 seconds before he took that snap. Just milking everything off the clock that he can.
Second down.
Wildcat.
Reinhold's the guy that's taking the snap on these Wildcat plays. Of course, being a running back, that you'd think you'd want to keep it, and he does. Picks up a yard.
I mean, it's one thing, you're a quarterback, Frank, running the option. Yeah, you don't mind giving the ball off. If you're the back, heck with that. I'm keeping it.
I'm keeping it. Yeah, it's quarterback. You're thinking, can I give it? Can I give it? I have to keep it. Reinhold's thinking, I'm not giving this thing away.
Nope.
No. I'm taking it. I don't know. Maybe they have White on a pitch count.
Yeah, maybe third down.
Jogging him on and off. Look at this. He's 5 of 6.
That's unreal.
For
36 yards. Oh, what a little stud. Just thrown into the game. Do you think that when he woke up today, he thought, yeah, I'm going to complete 5 or 6 passes tonight. We're going to win the game. Probably not. Oh, throws that one up.
Oh, that's pass interference.
Boy.
Yeah, that was way early.
And I don't know that he needed to do that. He could have just played the ball. But
yeah, I think Daxton Faddis had a good beat on the ball. It kind of floated up there, but he got there a little early. Got the back of the receiver.
Wow,
yeah, wow.
Tony, you're big on these pass interference penalties. What they do that's a killer.
Well, that one right there, to move the chains. Syracuse now with they have their 3 timeouts, but they're going to end up probably having to use them on this next series, possibly. Farmington has the chance to put this away with their offense out there on the field, which would be a big sign.
Boy, would it ever.
For what they've been able to do and execute with their starting quarterback out of the game.
White wisely gives up the ball. It was run from the get-go for Reinhold.
You want to see what your team does in an adverse situation, right? You're in control. You had a big turnover. All of a sudden, backup QB has to come in. Everybody comes together, making some plays to help them get the win.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com now.
Take a look at our America First game recap. Stop by a local branch to see how we can help you get across your financial goal lines. And Drew Patterson got things going early. The sophomore quarterback with the touchdown there. And his team built up a nice lead. But on this play, he injures his shoulder. They're still clinging to that 21. You see him come down on it right there, 21-7 lead. But what happens then is the defense steps up. There's the interception. And Kenyon Brown sets up a score, and the freshman, how about Easton White, gives off there. They go to that running game, and that's where we're at now at 21-7, and Farmington has the ball. And Daniel Coates done a nice job of really mixing up this offense with what he has with his starting quarterback on the bench. Second down. Pitch inside. Elkins.
Smart. Stays in bounds. By the way, that's a forward pass. So that will go as a completion for Easton White.
There's a timeout for Syracuse. Let's take a look at next week. We have Orem at Skyridge. I want to show you what they did today.
Yeah, I know what they did. How about that?
Orem 24-0 over East. My goodness. They just won the 5A state championship, looking for more this year. And then Skyridge 35-7 over Bingham. So the first game for the Miners does not go well as Skyridge handles them. Boy, does that set up a game. Orem and Skyridge.
Oh yeah.
Next week, two terrific teams. There's Daniel Coates. Played a course at Northridge and BYU, and By the way, guys, he had a little stint in the NFL as well with the Cincinnati Bengals. Played a little bit with the Denver Broncos as well. But the big guy, number 86, played 57 games in the NFL. There he is. I remember him well with the Bengals. Good hands for a big tight end.
Dave,
got some speed as well. I want to show you that, Tony, watch the end here after this touchdown. And he's, body slamming his teammates. Watch the one guy. He basically sends him to the ground right there.
That's Ocho.
Yeah, it's Ocho. About knocked him out.
Well, he still looks like he could knock somebody out.
No doubt.
When Tony was standing next to Coach Coates at the halftime interview, there was quite a size discrepancy.
Just a little bit.
Well.
There really was. There really was.
Down goes White.
It's crazy because my very first Championship Friday that I was a part of the broadcast was Northridge and Skyline featured the early game where the Skyline Eagles were expected to win, their 6th straight state championship.
Yeah, that's right.
Against
a
Northridge team that was a heavy underdog. And the Northridge Knights pulled off that upset. And it was a situation, you remember this, Dave, where Daniel Coates was as big a thorn in the side as anybody. He was
something else in high school.
More than just a great player. He ended a dynasty. Yeah.
You know what? You knew he was going to be great at the next level, college, and at the next level, NFL. And he had a nice little NFL career.
And at the next level, head coach.
Head coach. Yeah, he's done it all. And by the way, his little freshman quarterback, 6 of 7 for 38 yards. That a kid.
Well, that's his new starting quarterback.
Yeah, it's kind of looking the way it may be. We don't know for sure, but Drew Patterson with that shoulder injury. All smiles on that Farmington sideline. There's still 3:12 to go, though. And this is going to be a 52-yard field goal.
And
my word.
White is the holder, left-footed kicker.
Jensen. Yeah.
Now, Syracuse has a guy back into the end zone, but that does you no good here. Any field goal that goes into the end zone is a touchback. So a miss here is not the worst thing. You just can't have it blocked.
It's going to come up short, but well, he wants to return it. There he goes.
Okay,
and
really
then the officials
late
are
whistle.
like, yeah, extremely. He got 20 yards before they blew that.
Did we just have a rule change?
I think he couldn't get the mask down to blow the whistle.
I think you're right.
You're right.
But no, that's why, hey, if he's able to make it, great. If he's short or misses it, it's a touchback. So, and if he makes it, it's a 3-possession game. The danger is, you don't want an explosion on special teams because that could deal with some sort of return.
So just over 3 minutes remaining. Syracuse down by a couple scores. They're going to have to go to work quickly.
Yeah, you got a chance to take a look at your quarterback in kind of a hurry-up situation.
You know what? They're all set to play. They're ready to hike the ball. The referees are standing at the 30-yard line talking. Look at those. I mean, they were literally about to snap the ball. There we go. Well, while they mosey back, let me mention to be sure and visit UHSAA.com to learn more about Utah's 90,000 high school student athletes. Get all that and more at UHSAA.com. Love that website, all kinds of info on it. They'll have the RPI here in a few more weeks.
Hey, we know a guy over there, don't we?
Yeah, we know. Our buddy John. Low snap, scooped up. Screen works for a few yards. They got a lot of work to do.
They got a lot of yards to go. Not much time to get there. Under 3 minutes here. You got it.
Under 3 now.
Good decision right there.
Yeah, but a flag came in right in the middle of all this.
I think it's a holding penalty. Someone got dragged down right before they made contact with the quarterback. We're going to have to do our best to read the lips of the official here.
See what I can do here.
Yeah.
Turn to play. Holding.
Wait.
On the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty despite of the foul. We'll replay.
Hey,
second down.
We got the mic fix. We got the microphone working. Where's that been?
That's unbelievable. All right. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Tony. Hey, next time I want to hear Hots doing that.
All right.
That was awesome.
Now I'm rooting for flags.
Yeah. Give us another one.
Just one more.
Please. I thought that was him at first. That was incredible. Drake outside pass. That's caught. They'll get a few. Well read.
Yeah, clock will keep on running.
Well, I just can't say enough about how this Farmington team responded tonight, really on both sides of the ball, after losing their quarterback and before.
They rallied around Easton White. There's no question about it. But Easton White, he pulled his weight. I mean, he went out there and he made some plays.
Trevor Drake going deep. His ball's up for grabs and almost intercepted. That was a great defensive play.
Yeah.
No question about it by Sierra.
Sierra turned into defensive back right there. We'll just take a look as Drake tries to air it out downfield, but terrific coverage. I mean, that would have,
well, that would have been 3 picks in this half.
That would have been, but Sierra comes in at the last minute and knocks it away to preserve the offensive possession.
Oh, you're in a tough spot here.
I've seen stranger things happen.
Yeah. BYU and Utah.
I wasn't going to say that one. There's a little bit of a hold, no flag.
That's a dangerous pass, and it's picked off. Oh my word, lowering the boom. And they'll get all the way down to the 1-yard line. Peyton Patterson, his brother, on the sideline, injured the quarterback. And what does Peyton do? He steps up and comes up with a big interception that essentially ends this game.
Boy, that happened right in front of me as Patterson comes down with this interception. Again, just kind of thrown up for grabs. You never throw the ball late over the middle, especially across your body. And Patterson wasn't going to go down. He took on the quarterback, but Drake stood in there. Drake made the touchdown saving tackle. The quarterback did. Watch this.
Well, and Drake on 4th and 23. He's, he has to take risks that you normally wouldn't.
24 yards on the return and nicely set up. White is back in there at quarterback.
And Patterson is just a victory formation, I guess. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Patterson.
How about that? Well, they got another touchdown. How about that? So he comes up with a pick, and then they let him score a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, Dave, that's the second year in a row that we've seen a backup quarterback walk into a game and become a superstar.
Kick is good. And Grandpa Patterson's got to be loving what he saw here with, here's the interception first by Peyton Patterson. Watch the hit at the very end here, by the way, as you pointed out, Tony. And then what do? They run him in there on offense. Say, go ahead, finish it off for us.
There you go.
Let's take a look at Farmington's upcoming schedule. They got the wild one out of the way. Victory over Syracuse, Ridgeline. They do have to play Lone Peak. That's a quality team as well. And then they get into region play. They're actually picked to win the region. Box Elder, Woods Cross, Viewmont, Bonneville, and Bountiful. And who knows what'll be the situation at quarterback. We shall see.
Do you think there's a question at quarterback?
No, I'm talking about whether or not, Patterson is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I think Easton White is the guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. But if for some reason Patterson's well in a few weeks, he'll be back.
Yeah, and discussing over there on the sideline, they have no official word. They're hoping that it's something along the lines of an AC sprain. They're hoping it's not something more extreme.
Well, inside 2 minutes to go, and Syracuse looking for something to build on. And this is the way to do it. Big kick return. How about that? The Titans. Christensen. But there's a flag down all the way back at the 15. I can't wait to hear what this call is all about.
There's two things on this play. There's the flag, but there's the other thing about...
Not a penalty. It's a foul. He pushed him.
Christensen had his heel on the line, on the goal line.
Continuous block on that or no?
And he pushed it. We got a foul call against the Orangeman.
Block in the back.
That's a penalty. Free throws coming up.
The ghost. The ghost of Hot Rod.
Wow, that's too bad because that would have given him a little, something to, a little excitement going into next week.
Watch this, Dave. Watch this.
Oh, he almost stepped on.
He did.
Yeah, look at that.
The official immediately wound it. Oh, there's the block in the back. Yeah. Yes. If you break the plane, and breaking the plane is that front of the white line. That breaks the plane.
Well, that will come back.
Interesting. Syracuse, everybody on that offensive side of the line of scrimmage has one of those wristbands with the plays on it. They all look at it.
A lot of teams are going to that, and they'll be content to basically run this one out. What a night for Farmington. Really a close game throughout most of the first half. You really got to turn around late in the half. Continued from there. And credit to the coaching staff led by Daniel Coates for managing the situation when they lost their starting quarterback. Peoples got another first down as we approach a minute to go. Next week we head back down to Utah County. A big battle between Orem and Skyridge. Both big winners tonight over quality opponents.
Yeah, no kidding. East had a big win last week.
Yeah.
Couldn't put a point on the board this week.
And no quit in the Titans.
Nope.
Peoples on the carry. Syracuse.
How's that East kicker doing?
I hear once you pass midfield, he's in range.
That's all you got to do. So he's got to get to midfield? All right. Young Dolce.
Oh.
Nothing doing there, and that'll just about do it. I mean, they don't have to snap the ball again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help us out by cleaning up around.
They can if they want.
We'll see. That's a good win there for Farmington.
Yeah, it is. Very
Syracuse has a little work to do. These are both teams looking for their first win. Farmington's going to get it this week after taking a beating last week at Corner Canyon.
Yeah, but again, what was it? Corner Canyon was up on Harriman 49-0 at the half. That's just what they do.
You knew it was going to be a long night.
That game ended 56-0. And this game is in the books. And congratulations to Farmington and Daniel Coates and his Phoenix. They come away with a victory 28-7. 2 years in a row now they've beaten Syracuse. Last year they beat them 35-14. So basically the exact same margin. And a nice win.
Nice
for
win.
The Phoenix, indeed.
Absolutely.
Let's bust away. When we come back, Tony, we'll talk to head coach Daniel Coates. Victory to the Phoenix.
Nothing whispers elegant as loudly as black. Introducing the sophisticated, elegantly black window by Amsco. This beautiful window with its clean modern lines exists to satisfy those with impeccable taste. Amsco black windows are customizable capstock windows with a finish so good they come with a lifetime warranty. You asked for it. We listened. Amsco black windows are available everywhere. Now making your home a masterpiece is easier than ever with Amsco black windows.
R.C. Willey, now open in Layton. Come join our grand opening celebration. R.C. Willey, your home, your way.
By any Strong Volkswagen and we'll match 1 month of your salary. Cash on the spot. Up to $5,000. Double your salary. Or 662. 6 months, no car payments. 6 years, no interest. And your maintenance, no charge. For 2 years. 662. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. Double your salary. 662 at Strong Volkswagen. Get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Not impressed with your factory audio system? Drive-In Audio Sound is your full-service one-stop shop for the best in mobile audio and video. We carry products from basic radios up to 24,000-watt amplifiers. Our audio and video installation are 100% guaranteed in almost anything that has wheels. Whatever your audio and video needs, we offer a free guaranteed estimate, so you know all costs up front.
Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Drive-In Audio Sound, where we guarantee our installs for life.
Welcome back. Very nice win for Farmington, 28-7 over Syracuse. The Phoenix had a rough one at Corner Canyon, as I've mentioned several times. Most teams do. Corner Canyon just a really, really a quality team. It looks like Orem's on their way to do the same thing. So the 5A and 6A champions from last year really looking good again. But nice win for the Phoenix, and I believe Tony Parks has Daniel Coates now.
Thanks so much, Dave. Coach, tonight your team came into this one. You wanted to see improvement in so many different areas. How proud are you with the way your guys responded to some adversity there? A key injury, Mr. White comes out, plays the way he does. It seemed like your whole team started to elevate their game.
Definitely super proud of them. We talk about raising the bar all the time at practice and everything that we do. And when your time's up, you just got to call your number. So, you know, happy that they came through and fought like I know they could. I mean, usually I'm cursed with you guys being here. Dave has cost me a couple games, Dave.
Oh,
but
Daniel,
Tony, I've been winning with you, like, I feel like my whole life. So, I don't know. Maybe Tony's the cure, but super proud of my dudes.
Yeah,
I'm crushed.
Yeah, I think you're undefeated. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, for sure.
I like it. I like it.
Other than that, like White comes out there, he still takes the bags off the field, right? So he's still a freshman in every other way?
Still a freshman and just a hardworking kid that's just flat out. He didn't have one ounce of doubt or shake or fear that you think a freshman would have stepping into a game. He was excited and pumped and felt confident with everything that we did.
Your D-line played with that kind of violence and that sort of constant pressure. I mean, every single play, they seem to give that 110%. What else did you like other than just their effort in the way they performed?
Just the aggressiveness to just go after it. Not to play tentative, not to second-guess themselves, but just to full-on just let it go.
What's the biggest thing you're addressing in practice this week?
That this can't be a shock. This can't be a one-time deal. This has to be us. This has to be our MO. So week after week, if it's Corner Canyon or whoever it is, we got to make sure we're ready to come out and go all out.
Hey, Tony, tell Daniel, A, I still love him, and B, I'm digging that vest.
Okay, well, Dave Fox says he still loves you, and he's digging that vest.
Hey, nothing but love, Dave, but, you know, the numbers don't lie, I guess.
Coach, enjoy the trophy. Enjoy the win.
Man.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Daniel.
Guys, that's Coach Daniel
awesome.
Coates. How crazy is it to say Coach Daniel Coates?
I know. Isn't that something?
Right there, and big victory for them, especially with the way they got this one done tonight, guys.
Hey, we had them on 2 weeks in a row, and they split, so you can't complain too much about that. Very nice. All right, Tony, thank you so much. Frank, you as well. And fun game to do tonight. There's Daniel. And he's got to be happy with what he saw out of his team. No question about that, especially under the circumstances of losing his starting quarterback. Another fun week thanks to Pure Broadcasting. Love this truck and the guys that help us out in there. And, of course, Joe and Kevin Bills, all the work that they do to keep us on the air. My man Tyson with all the stats. Todd Marshall, Jim Neely, all those guys, they do a great job on that truck. And our entire crew is just wonderful. All right, we're 2 weeks in. Let's keep this going. We'll see you next week. Orem at Sky Ridge on America First.